Told us that? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
My only notes are going to be my journal names because my character has 7 intelligence.
Yeah, I should
So
probably
I
take
only
notes. I was
wrote
really
down
good at that at the
Darstar
beginning, but...
Meteor Smasher's true name. We were Batman last time. It was amazing. Oh, and we're level 12.
We are?
Let me double check I did that. I mean, I probably did, but... Oh, Hero Lab update.
There's like
Oops.
a 0% chance I did that.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that too. I don't think Ron has done his level up in that case either.
Oh, yay! Woo!
Woo! That's fine.
I don't know. I always level up before I close Hero Lab, because I kind of...
Yeah, I'm leveled up in Hero Lab, so that's why I was like,
Yeah.
we're level 12.
Let's see. Yeah, I need to level up. No one could have predicted that.
Oh,
no.
you see our health bars? They have the X out of X on it.
I don't think I could have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing.
Yeah, this we never could have predicted this.
It's a line from XCOM too. You're like, Tigan, research weapon modifications, and then he finishes the research, and it's like, now we know how to duct tape scopes onto our weapons. He's like, I don't think I could have predicted this outcome. You know, really, Tigan? Oh, really?
Huh.
Oh, looks like I already leveled myself up on Roll20, except for my extra point of charisma.
Open. Wait, who am I playing? Oh, yeah.
I'm rocking out that 22 base charisma.
Okay.
Well, I got a couple different things sort of prepped, so depending on what you guys want to do.
12.
Let's go to Kaer Maga.
What did I not do? Oh, I didn't pick my level.
I don't have
3
that prepped,
spells
but we can do that.
Yet. Whoops.
Level 3 spells for Blood Rager. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I bet they get some good stuff.
I only get 1. Well,
You can fly.
Yeah, but I mean,
1 a day, but I get to choose 2.
yeah, that's. You can probably get haste now.
I don't know if I'm gonna haste, but I can fly now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you need haste because you have, you know, magical Fantasia for that.
I'll make her do all the work. Shit, what do Blood Ragers want to bring? Let's see. What is... Whoa, okay.
Probably improved critical.
Huh? No, for a spell.
You don't get a feat at level 12 anyway, usually. Unless you're a fighter, then you probably...
Well, if anyone asks me what you should take, it's just improved critical. If you're Marshall. I love that thing.
But I think you can take Keen Edge as your level 3 spell, which doubles your crit range. Doesn't stack with improved critical, but you can always take a spell that gives you that.
Wait, when I turn into... Oh, God.
So,
I didn't unlock
I'm playing a 3/5 character, and I had power attack, and I was just using Pathfinder power attack, and then I was like, you know what? I better just make sure and check that these are the same. They're not the same at all.
Do I get dragon senses when I... Dragon form?
I seem to remember them being a little bit different.
They're pretty significantly different.
Let's go pull up this character.
Any amount of base attack bonus you have, you can drop into power attack, and you get that much damage. If it's a two-handed weapon, you double it.
Ooh, what are dragon senses?
So if you're level 10 and a martial character, you can drop 10 base attack bonus.
Hmm.
So it's just more
And
flexible, really.
And do 20 more damage. But I think I would much rather have the, like, -3 plus, what is it, 9? From Pathfinder power attack.
Yeah, Pathfinder power attack's better.
I was like, I apologize,
Okay.
I've been doing this wrong. It's not because I was trying to power a game, it's just because I was making a bad assumption.
It's the pitfalls of playing in multiple systems.
I could do more damage, or I could do something else.
Damage.
Do we need it though? I mean, look at our party.
I mean, if you want my opinion, it's damage.
Okay, other people's opinions.
More something else.
Okay. I was kind of thinking of, where'd it go? Blood scent.
Don't know what that does, but it sounds cool.
If it's bleeding and it's invisible, I can find it. Among other things.
Does it have to be, like, actually bleeding? Or can it be, like, it's been damaged?
Just
You
damaged, yeah.
Greatly magnify the
If you are
the target's
below
ability
half-
to smell the presence of blood.
They either have to be suffering bleed or be below half health.
Okay. Because we don't have that many people in the party that cause bleeding, per se. But we can...
If you're an orc,
somebody below half
or any creature under the effects of a rage, you get a morale bonus on attack and damage rolls against creatures you can smell with it, and a +4 morale bonus to damage if the target's blood counts as a strong scent. Oh, that's to attack and damage. Okay, so either way, yeah. Huh, okay.
So
That
I'm
seems like a
pretty
lot of
sure, like,
rules.
if the character was invisible but it was like bleeding, this would still work, perhaps.
Well, yeah, but it'd be
There's
scent,
a
so
racial spell
I don't know.
for orc, yeah. So I don't think I can.
You'd be able
Why
to
is it
find
available on
it,
this-
but you wouldn't be
The
able
thing
to...
is,
Yeah, but then I would have dragon
See
senses.
invisibility
I
is
have
a level-
blind fight, so then I would just attack where I smell it.
I think you would, like if they're within 5 feet, yeah, you would just know that they're there, and then yeah, you could use your blind fight to be able to hit them more easily. The thing is see invisibility is a level 2 spell for Blood Rager, so I mean, probably better off just taking that.
Right.
Granted, it's not a level 3 spell,
But
I
she
already
wouldn't
have
be
which
doing
you're
that.
picking right
the extra
now.
damages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fudge. Okay.
I don't have see
Sounded cool, but it's
invisibility
not cool.
on my list, but I do have...
Fly is
glitter
probably
dust.
a good option.
No, I can already fly.
So you gain up. Okay.
Ooh, what is Paragon Surge? Oh, well, no, that's got the word Elvenkind in it, and I'm not into it. Okay. Why is this... Why am I have... Apparently Hero Lab's giving me access to racial spells. Is that just, like, a Blood Rager thing or something?
No, it always just gives you
that's
access
just
to them.
Pure Lab being like, I don't really understand your race.
Oh, I guess that's probably it then.
Pure Lab will do that. It will also be like, you're not a Cleric of Gorum, but this spell that's only for Cleric of Gorum, you can take.
You could take burst of speed. I don't know. It's probably better as like a higher level when you're higher level because you're probably like, I don't want to use a swift action just to ignore attack opportunities. But I don't know. It gives you plus 20 bonus to your speed, and attacks do not provoke attack. You don't. Basically, it's like Grace, but better. Except it's also a level 3 spell. You can cast it as a swift action in 1 round. 20 plus 20 move speed and ignore attack opportunities for movement. And you can move through the space of creatures that are larger than you are, but you still can't end your movement in a space occupied by them. Like, I'm assuming they mean you can do that without
amazing.
rolling acrobatics or whatnot. You can just move through their square and be like, I don't give a fuck.
Wait, do we have a healer? Not really, right?
No,
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, not really.
like not at all.
I'm a war priest, theoretically.
Our healing method, quote unquote, is
Cure.
to kill them before they kill us.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Hope that
sleep
Pluto
for
doesn't put us
2
in a
weeks.
dungeon crawl.
I'm thinking
I
about
mean, I have like
locate
a
weakness.
couple heals.
Then it's 1 minute per level, so that'll last the whole battle. And it's range personal U, which means any creature, not just one creature. So it's the entire battle, basically. Let's do it. Okay.
Which one are you taking?
Locate weakness. Well, I get to pick another one, but I'm
Ooh.
gonna take that one, but yeah. Are we gonna start without Ron, or are we gonna wait for Ron? Because I'll hurry up if so.
We can start whenever you guys want. We're kind of, at least for now, we're kind of in, I mean, we're in self-directed part of the game at the moment. Like, you guys are just, you're in Magnamar, what do you want to do? If you wait long enough, something might happen.
Maybe.
Like Ron will get here.
Yeah, that would be something happening.
Yep.
You guys haven't seen Ron's character. What was his name again? You haven't seen him for a while. He's just been up doing his own thing. Ause is his name. Haven't seen him for a while. He's been, who knows what he's been up to.
Can I use Blood Rager spells on other people, or is that no, just me?
Depends on the spell.
Okay. Does somebody want extra eyes all over their body and can't be flanked?
That sounds gross.
But you can't be flanked.
I don't.
What was that
care
spell
for it.
again?
Oh, that spell? Oh, that's countless eyes. So
Oh, that's
I
the
can't
spell
remember.
that I've been running.
it's
Yeah, you can put that
funny.
on other people.
It sprouts extra eyes all over body.
I fucking
Yep.
love that spell.
Just
It's
immune to
not
flank.
the best, but it's so fucking fluff for like Captain Doctor Sister Maria because he's
It's
weird.
sort of
as
like
fuck.
having, yeah, it's also sort of like having uncanny dodge. So I mean, I don't know, it's not the worst.
Hey, the delete button
Well, I
actually
guess I'm gonna
works
bring
in
haste anyways.
Roll20 now.
So yeah, I'll just do haste and locate weakness and whatever. I can only cast
Yeah,
one.
there you go.
Haste is very good.
It's very good.
Yeah,
I
no,
like
it's
haste.
even if you're most of the time getting someone else to cast it for you, it's good to have the ability to do it yourself. I don't know. I know I'm doing that in what's it called? I've been playing a little bit of the Kingmaker CRPG, and I have that. That's like a thing that I have. I'm like, yep, everyone gets haste. Bard, you get haste. Wizard, you get haste. Everyone gets haste.
Don't
Just
be
do things
hasty.
faster. Go, go.
Yeah, just cast it every combat.
Yep, haste is a really good low-level spell. Well, I guess it's a mid-level spell. I don't know. Level 3 is kind of mid-level.
Lately, I've just been like, you can play 6-man parties, but I've really been just going with 5 because I have this. I'm not using the setting where everyone levels up. Like everyone in the party gets all your characters get experience. I mean, just the people that are with you get experience, which really only helps you if
Right.
you're playing with smaller parties because it gives you more experience then. But if you're playing with the other setting, then you should just take all 6 because there's no advantage to it.
Hmm.
So I'm like, hey, I can run a 5-man party. So I got like a paladin, barbarian, cleric, wizard, bard.
Mantis.
Yeah.
Dead people.
So
Oh, nice.
take note that some of those things are going to
I
start
can
showing up.
now make beastie NPCs.
Just Pokemon
Yeah, you can make
versions.
NPC dragons. I've made a couple of those. Some of them pretty fun.
Like
One of them
the
was really
one
fun.
we met.
Yeah, Pedriarch. That guy was really fun to make.
Yeah. Oh my god. I want to meet Pedriarch again. I want him back in my life.
I mean, you can go find him anytime you want. You know how to get to him.
I feel like he didn't resonate real well with your character.
I know what level he's at. No, oh, sorry, not Raziel, but Mizudurian, the player, loves Patriarch.
Oh,
Yeah.
I kind of like him in the same way that I like that moon beast.
That you like what?
The Moon Beast.
Oh.
He
That
was
moon
just
beast was
so fucking incompetent at his job. That I
Hey,
couldn't help but
They
like
kind
him.
of aren't. That's why they have like slaves. The denizens do everything for them.
Pedriarch is he's reasonably competent when he wants to be.
Yeah, but he's mentally handicapped.
Oh well, yeah. There's no doubt. He's a little insane.
I'm almost done with my level up. But we can play whenever.
Okay.
There we go.
Is that Wan?
Yay! Now Ron just
Yeah.
needs to do his level up. But he didn't know he needed to do because, yeah,
No one said.
no one said anything.
We just assumed he was dead.
That's true. Where's the Pedriarch character sheet? I'm gonna load that up again just to look at it. I mean, you have to make it. You might fight. You might have decided to fight him. I don't recommend that, by the way, but you guys could have. You could have been like, we fight him. He's a dragon.
we're level 12 now, so we probably can fight him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good point.
I don't know about that. I think we might have a chance just because Chains of Light is such a bonkers spell, but dragons have really high every saves, so I'm not sure my DC can even get high enough.
I'm also. Yeah, it'd be rough. That's all I'll say.
It is not on my to-do list to kill that, like, CR20 dragon. CR25 dragon? I don't know what it is. It was huge and it had PC levels.
Is Ron here?
I haven't heard him yet. So
He
yeah,
said
I
yes.
just. All right. Well, I'm assuming he can hear us then. So Ron,
Level
I pretty much had your character doing his own thing off screen. So, but we are level 12 now. So if you want to work on that, but yeah, you can kind of have your character reintroduce yourself whenever. Everyone except for Brugar is back in Magnamar right now. And they have a house that they earned. I don't think you were there for that. Maybe you were. I don't remember. I don't think you were there for that. So they've mostly been staying at that house, except for maybe Trissa. I'm not sure if she's been staying there or not.
Probably.
I wasn't sure if you were staying there, if you were staying back in like Amber's old shop.
Yeah, what are you gonna do at the shop now? You need to find someone to take care of it, like Amber found you.
I'm taking care of it, kind of.
Not anything I need to worry about.
I've been keeping it clean and I've been keeping the closed sign up. That's taking care of it, right? Right?
Yeah, it's I guess. So, as a reminder for some of what happened last session again, you guys had kind of did research into that device you guys found when you first encountered who you now suspect is Oddvolden Taemer. And
Darkstar Meteor Smasher.
yes, his alias. And you have, like, I think you guys got a tuning fork made. I don't remember if you guys got a plane shift scroll or anything as well, but I know you got the tuning
we
fork
did.
at least. Okay, you got that as well. So you have a way to get there. You also got a little bit of information about like what that was used for, or like what that tuning fork would lead to. Basically, you just know it's a demi-plane that's
It
got
won't kill
livable
us
conditions
upon
on it.
arrival.
Yeah, exactly. Other than that, they don't really know. You don't know where it would go, what Oddvolden's interest in it might have been, or any of that stuff. Like it looked like there were some notes and stuff there, but they kind of all got destroyed when he broke the control water spell and let the whole area get flooded.
Oh, the mystery's been revealed. It was a control water spell all along.
Yeah, I think you guys already had determined that last time.
No, we hadn't figured that part out. We're not very smart, remember?
Hey, Pluto. Sorry to interrupt. What's the feat that's the one good against DR for range?
I don't remember the name of it, but you're probably thinking of clustered shots. Maybe that's the name of it.
Yep, that's it. What do you mean you don't remember the name? If that's the name.
I didn't think I remembered it, but apparently I did.
So I
Yep,
can
that's it. Thanks.
form into a young white dragon.
Turn yourself into a young dragon.
Yeah. With my dragon farm. Hey, it's working. Woo! Neat.
And yeah, so I assume you guys go back to when you guys get back to Magnamar. You probably don't really do anything else for that day because you guys had a busy day. Arresting. What was his name again? Arresting the guy.
Xander?
Yeah.
Yes. I had to go
The guy who ran away.
Arresting
Oh
Xander.
my god, how did you get here?
Fratricide?
Yeah, because he murdered his brother. So that was the other thing that happened last session, I guess. I kind of wasn't even mentioning it because I'm like, it wasn't that important, but I mean, it kind of was. Because he would have got away with it if it weren't for a few meddling adventurers.
Oh,
Except he didn't really gain much out of it either. You also found out why the portal got smashed, so that was pretty fun.
Wait, we gained justice. Is that not enough?
I don't guess it must be.
I was doing it.
Yeah.
And yeah, we figured out that frickin' magical Fantasia is a adamantine swinging pickaxe hiding secret portal breaker.
Yeah. She went behind everyone's backs and just smashed the portal in the middle of the night. So you guys were kind of on like a wild, hilarious for me and Mantis, wild goose chase to like figure out who smashed the portal. When all along it was like someone in the party.
It
knew
was
exactly
magical
who it was.
Fantasia all along.
Oh my god, I have so many breath weapons now.
But wait, does anyone know that except for me? Like in character?
Nope.
I'm pretty sure you only showed me because you know you can trust me.
Yeah, I
Except
think
your
it was
Fantasia secret.
I think it was only you and Magical Fantasia. It's like a secret between you two now.
Wait, did you?
But everyone else knows.
You told Brugar that you're Trissa, though, right?
Yeah, Brugar knows that.
Does
But
everyone know
I don't
that?
know.
I think
everyone knows that by now.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Except for maybe Alcé. Alcé may not have any idea, but
He also probably didn't know who Trissa was in the first place. Hardly.
that's very possible.
That's probably 100% true.
So.
Because I know he knows Magical Fantasia because you guys went the first time you guys went into the first world. He was there for that.
I don't know Trissa.
So, but he knows Magical Fantasia.
Yay, Ron's alive.
Yeah,
First
Savath
time I've
doesn't
heard
like
that in,
really
like,
care for
2
who
months.
this magical Fantasian person is. She's just been present throughout everything, but like most of the things she says is kind of like white noisy to Savath. No offense.
All right,
Ow.
jeez.
We got other things to
How do you
worry
really-
about.
How do you really feel?
But every time she's like, "I'm magical
That hurt.
Fantasia," Savath is like, looking and thinking about other things, not paying attention to her.
Okay, so yeah. Now what? We need to do something
Hey, I don't know,
with
do
this
you guys-
Meteor Smasher person.
So, do you do anything
I
about
think
that?
we're
Next
going
day
to wait
arrives.
for, like, we're not going to do that unless it comes to us, because I want to have Brugar for that adventure. But we'll try and do other stuff around town. There's bound to be some crimes that need to be solved.
Maybe I should
Sure.
research those screaming banshee things.
Is that what you do? You research stuff?
Well, if we're not doing anything else, I think I want to find out more about what took out most of our party.
Oh, the
Most of my
Demi-Lich.
party. Yes.
Alright, so what's Trissa's looking for crimes?
Yeah, or I'm asking around.
Trying to
trouble?
convince people to commit crime so she has something to do.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm trying to ask around.
Trust me,
if...
go steal from that shop there. It'll work out.
It'll work out.
No, that's not justice.
That's diplomacy.
No, diplomacy is
Stealing
also
is not
gather
diplomacy.
information. That's what I'm rolling.
Oh, it could be used to like convince someone to do something you want. Anyways.
Right, but gather information is part of the Pathfinder diplomacy
Yep.
skill.
Yeah. No, I'm just trolling. Okay, so you're trying to find crime.
Though your words are
Did you
good,
ask anyone
is
to
your
go with
roll
you?
good?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, so if you're doing that,
Have
then
fun.
I'm gonna research demi-liches.
Alright, I guess we're going and roaming around town, Gorg.
We're splitting the party.
Perfect.
I'm gonna go buy some arrows to replace the ones I used.
I think I'm all leveled up, by the way.
It's actually funny, the Pathfinder like podcast I listen to, they do that, and they did that. One of the ones I was listening to recently, where like they're in like this tower, and like half the party just like runs down the stairs chasing this thing, and the other half stays behind, and there's like high level Pathfinder here, guys. Actually, no, they were like low level characters too, which is even makes it even funnier.
Worse,
but yeah, like this is optimal Pathfinder play here, guys. This is how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's good.
Honestly, in a town-
happens.
in a town, generally speaking, that's the time to split up and go do your own thing. Usually, so. Yeah, Trissa goes around trying to find out about troubles, but it seems like it's a pretty calm day. Like there's some minor things where people are complaining about, like, oh, I got pickpocketed, or that sort of thing, like minor kind of petty crimes. But nothing like too out of the ordinary.
Gold Beach is trying to call me. I bet they want money.
Gold Beach.
I don't know. Dude, my phone, has been getting spammed so much by these, robo calls. I don't know what they're calling them.
Robocall.
They have a name.
Why would there be robocalls in Gold Beach, though?
I don't know. They come from everywhere. I have, Klamath Falls ones and then weird cities in Oregon that I've never even heard of. I'm like, what?
Usually it's because they're spoofing a number, I think. They're probably not actually there.
Yeah. They try and spoof a number near
Gold
your
Beach, though.
area code.
But it's like, today I got 10. And my mom wonders why I don't
Yeah.
even look at my phone anymore. I'm just like, I never used it, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
this shit just starts coming in. I don't know how or why.
I usually
You got it on a list
block
somewhere.
them, but some of them just they spoof new numbers every time. But it does kind of help sometimes to just block some. Like, basically, if I get called twice by the same number, and they don't leave a message or anything, or if they do and it's clearly a, some kind of scam or something, then I just block the number.
Okay,
I
wait,
have
my
probably, 50
leadership
block
score
numbers
is
right now.
14. That means Gorg is 10th level and... Wait. How does that work? I still don't know how that works.
It'd be based off of...
Oh, I'm magical
Be
beast
based off
cohort.
this.
Wait, no, it's not. I don't... Shit.
It'd be a closer approximation.
Okay, so what else is going on? I'm trying to research.
Sure. How do you go about doing that? Just look for a library.
Yes.
You go to where? Do you just look for like the Magnamar General Library?
Yeah, whatever the big. Or is there like a mage? I probably don't have access to it
There is
though.
a mage college. You guys have been there before.
That might be a better place.
It's more like it's kind of a smaller school. It's not as big as like the Corvosa one.
If they would admit me, then to use a library. Or do you
Yeah,
want to
they,
roleplay that? We can roleplay that.
They'll let you in.
Do they take a sample of my blood? Like, not that Razal would know, but that Philippe knows they do in Kaer Maga.
No, they don't do that here.
Okay.
Wait, should I have monstrous companion instead of leadership? So
It's probably a knowledge roll I need. Is it religion by
Monstrous
chance?
companion might make more sense. I don't.
I'm gonna go look at it and see what it is. Or I don't even know.
Yeah, knowledge religion would be the one you check. And pretty much all you really find is, you find you find like a description of a like a vague, like it doesn't have very much information, but you find like a description of like a demi-lich that kind of, and you're like, that sounds like that's probably indeed what you saw. And they describe it as something that happens sometimes with ancient liches that become inactive for too long. The phylactery that houses their soul like deteriorates and causes a failure of like the process, and the demi-lich is what is left behind. That it still has some of the magical energies that were used to sustain it in its undeath, but they've been.
So does that mean like an actual ancient lich is way scarier than a demi-lich? Way more dangerous?
They can be, but you're not really sure.
Okay. I'll have to
You think that this doesn't have enough information in this. You aren't able to find enough information in this library to really tell you that for sure. But you kind of get the feeling, like from your hunch, that they maybe could, or a normal lich maybe would be more scary than a demi-lich, depending on how powerful the spellcaster is. But like you get from what you are understanding, like when a lich becomes a demi-lich, usually the demi-lich does not have any of its former intelligence at that point. It becomes a mindless undead instead of a lich, which is,
so if it was a weaker
their full faculties.
lich, then the demi-lich might be stronger.
Yeah, potentially. Like demi-lich might be stronger than like a weak, like a lich might turn into a demi-lich and actually get stronger.
Yeah. All right. So anyways, point is, I know it's a demi-lich, but I don't really know their full capabilities or anything that they.
And I'll also tell you,
are weak to or strong against.
You, from researching during this day, you get the sense that you probably aren't going to find anything more in this particular library.
I need to go somewhere else, or.
You would need to go to a bigger library, probably, or a more specialized library.
Like, Athos has been all over demi planes, so he probably knows about demi liches. They come from demi planes, right? They're both demi.
Sound wallet logic, yeah.
That's
pretty sure that's the exact opposite of what you just found out.
I don't think so. A lich has to die in a demi plane, and it turns into a demi-lich.
I'm pretty sure that's not what the book said.
What does Alcé been up to
the
last couple weeks of in-game time? Don't know? Alright.
You're a little bit robot-y, Rod.
Philandering.
He's, Alcé wakes up with a blackout hangover. He has no idea what's happened.
For weeks.
For weeks. He was been drunk for weeks. Yeah, I don't know. Or he was just, like Mantis said, philandering. I mean, he leveled up. Presumably he went and did something productive. Maybe he went on a little side adventure.
He took kids out on guided tours.
Okay. Through the swamps. Maybe up and down the coast.
Giant toad things.
A slurk. Yeah, he killed a slurk.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody else has anything else they want to do for this day. We'll go to another day.
Yep.
Yeah, if that's all they're gonna do, then Sivath and Gorg will just eventually retire. We'll mingle with locals that we're familiar with.
Wait, retire like for good or just for the
Yes.
night?
For good. We're done.
It's like these guys are boring.
Secret is
We're
trying to
done.
look at this monstrous companion /
Yeah, I'm
leadership
busy.
thing, and she's like, "Enough of this! I'm playing a new character now."
No, I
This is
found
all bullshit.
found the formula. It's just like it's a wall of text, and it's this tiny ass little paragraph about how to level them up. Oh, it's hilarious. Anyway,
Okay.
Yeah.
So we sleep in the mansion. It's sad Brugar's not here yet.
Yeah, it'll probably be like
I think about
5 or
stealing
6
his
more
room
days.
while he's gone. But he probably wouldn't like that.
No, probably not. And it's the next day. It's early March still.
Well, I suppose I will go see what's out on the bulletin boards in the town square for, like, jobs for hire.
Okay.
Maybe something has something they need adventurers to deal with.
If it's okay with Magical Fantasia, can I go with you?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
And I'm not going out as Magical Fantasia at the moment.
Okay.
Okay.
we're on medium track. Right?
Fast.
I think we're on fast track. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, let me check Gorg here. Now that I know how to calculate his XP, I gotta do it, because he may or may not have leveled. Oh no.
We should switch to slow progression whenever we get to like level 4.
What?
Let's do that 4 through 10. That's like the sweet spot.
Like different paces.
I've done that before, actually.
I feel like that's Pluto style.
Yeah,
You
no,
like-
that
you like
you're
those levels,
you're
right?
100% right. I've done that before. I ran a game where I ran it on fast progression up to level 3, I think, and then after that it was like now it's gonna go to medium to progression or something like that. I had a different progression at higher levels. I think that was in like a homebrew game I ran a long time ago.
Yeah, I just feel like I would
It was
like I enjoyed those levels too. Like just
that was
the
a fun
low
game.
or high single digits.
The conceit basically was everyone's characters had to have like a reason that they were working for the military, like either they were forced to or they chose to, and they were like this kind of they were kind of like this special forces kind of thing where they'd go on special assignments basically. But of course they're supposed to find out eventually that that like the people running the country are bad guys and need to be stopped. And it was really funny because one of my players decided just on his own. He's like, I want to cause a civil war. I want to cause a civil war, and so he's like antagonizing people, and I was like, well, I mean, like antagonizing and undermining the government, even though they're working for him. But I was like, well, I mean, that's kind of what I want them to do eventually, anyway. So all right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's like, man, the GM's letting me do this. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm like, that's
Then
all
just
I want.
like, yeah, joke's
Our
on you.
current XP is 148.
I'm sorry, I
800.
can barely hear you, Mantis, because I have only one earphone in. Can you type it? Thanks. Thank you.
73649246331.
All right, what's the Voth doing while they're going to check the board?
Oh, I mean, if they'd let me know that they're... Oh, I'm missing only 100. I'll check the board too.
You go with him? Okay.
Yeah.
What is Alcei doing? Did he join up with them at the
Yes.
house? All right. And did you guys let Alcei stay there?
And he's like,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Guys, yeah.
Yeah,
They're like, no.
We have extra room. We have plenty of room.
Oh, I don't have a massive HP bar anymore.
They changed the way they look now, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, then I guess, are you all going to the job board in that case?
I think we are.
Okay.
It's like the perfect spot for the GM to put something to tie us into something else. The job
Yeah, or
board.
it could be the perfect spot for you to find
Be
a bunch of really
ambushed.
boring stuff. You guys get to the job board, and like there are jobs there, but nothing like that really stands out to you. Like it seems like very mundane work.
No monster hunting.
You're like, the closest thing to monster hunting is somebody is looking for a rat catcher.
Yep. No, thank you.
So if you want, we could go kill rats in the sewers or basements of somebody's house.
Oh boy, only 2 years of this until I level up.
Yeah, you find that there's a post about a woman with a basement full of pillows that has a bunch of rats in it. She wants you to kill.
Is this like a Morrowind reference?
Yeah, it's definitely a Morrowind reference.
Dang it, I didn't get it. Do they need the
I
next?
think they had a,
sorry, yeah, but we need the.
They had a
next
similar quest in Oblivion too, but yeah. So you do find like some work there, but nothing that seems like suited for powerful adventurers like you.
Okay, I keep a close eye on my money purse because this is where a thief comes by and steals my money, so I have to chase after them. That's
Okay.
the meta in me.
What do you guys do from there? Do you guys go back to figure out what you want to do next?
I'll ask Trissa if she knows anything about demi-liches.
Nope.
What kind of knowledge is that?
Did we ever tell Trissa what happened
That's a...
exactly?
Brugar told her a little bit.
I think we told her like a little bit, but not the details. And so maybe I'll take this time to
Explain
what I've been
detail about
thinking
the
about
thing
recently.
Because I don't know if
Yeah,
Brugar told her exactly what it was. Just said it was just like,
No, I
oh
don't
yeah,
think
there was a
so.
thing that was more
I think he just said
terrifying
it
than
was
anything I'd
awful.
ever seen. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I remember.
So maybe
So
maybe you'll just, if you want to, you can describe more in detail about what exactly it was. Floating
Yeah,
skull
well,
came up
I want to start by just telling Trissa about like I've been thinking about Amber and the others, their death, and I want to get closure by getting revenge on the creature that did it, and say I went to the library yesterday, and I figured out that I'm pretty sure it was a demi-lich, and I couldn't find any more information about it. Do you know anything about this, or we might find out more?
Nope.
No.
Sounds like
Okay.
an undead. I've heard about liches.
Yeah, that's what I gathered. It's like when a lich container holding the lich soul deteriorates from inactivity.
You can
then
ask
it turns
other.
into
You
a
have
deadly lich.
10%
you do have
of the
other
bad guys I
well-seasoned
captured wanted to
adventurers
become-
with you. You
Yeah,
could ask.
I
Does Savath or Alcei, maybe they're hearing this? Do either of them
Well, I
have a
wanna
knowledge religion
ask
check they can make?
ask Trissa first, but then I would bring it up to the others.
Religion?
Mhm.
Let me see.
Yeah, either of you have knowledge religion.
So apparently Gorig is 2 levels into a class, according to my calculations, provided that my leadership score is equivalent to my level plus charisma. However, there are some charts that may or may not sway that.
That doesn't sound like a knowledge religion.
Well, either does that.
Alcei might be not Alcei. Gorig
Also
might
that-
be a bard. Who knows?
That barking dog
I guess
also
I
doesn't
technically
sound like a
can
knowledge
choose
religion.
any class, huh?
Yeah, Sorcerer is kind of the easiest because
They say
you're.
fighter or sork, yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe Sork doesn't matter as much as a young dragon or like a
I don't have
Wormling or
religion,
whatever,
neither does Gorig.
because you don't actually get the sorcerer spell casting
Oh,
right away
Gorg
You
anyway.
doesn't.
But
should do summoner. You should have
But
your
high
dragon
level-
summon
think so.
things.
That's Gorg's rule.
okay, so Gorig says, or Gorig has at least heard of demi-liches, but that's about it.
It's like, oh, I know. Yeah, those things.
No,
Don't get
knows.
involved.
The only thing new that Gorig's able to add that Raziel didn't already know, is that, but sometimes demi-liches can, like sometimes a lich's consciousness can survive, and you could sometimes actually have demi-liches that still have their spellcasting abilities, but that's a very rare.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
But other than that,
I mean, the
you know, it's
one
kind of
we
the same things.
encountered
They're
didn't really have time to cast spells. It just screamed like a banshee, which I think was a spell-like ability.
Wait, if my leadership score goes down, does that mean they lose their class levels? Or once they get it, they get it?
I think once they get it, but
Okay.
They might leave your service. And you get another guy of lower level or something. I don't
yeah,
know.
I think I'm pretty sure you would have character level plus charisma. There's no reason you would have any like malices.
Okay.
Any that you do have would be offset by, like moves around a lot. Even if you give her that, then
Yeah, I
give
was
you +1
already
for
subtracting
special power, you know?
moves around a lot, and then our alignments are different, so I was subtracting that, and then maybe I wasn't
But
considering.
you
that
get
top
offset because
chart.
you guys you do have a base of operations too, though.
Oh, I guess that's true. We do.
So that kind of offsets that.
So I'm just at a -1 for all that.
Or Pluto could just be like, it's going to be character level plus charisma modifier, bam.
I mean, I doubt these things are gonna change that much. Like, and if something drastically happens,
No, that's what I'm saying.
I'd
It's
want it to
probably-
change. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure character level plus charisma modifier is fine in this case.
Okay, then he's 2 levels in a class, but if we go by the chart, he's 1 level in a class.
Well, I think the chart just determines what its starting is, and then it just earns experience per the leadership rules. But
Oh. Hmm. Okay, that's fine. I'll toy around
Rip.
with that. Maybe
I'm
he
not-
hasn't tapped
I'm not
into
100%
those
sure on it, but
powers
yeah.
yet, but yeah.
but yeah, so you guys wander back home.
I
Might as well
guess.
stop by and talk to Man Fountain.
Okay.
And I'll quickly turn into Magical Fantasia to go see if there's anything that needs to be addressed.
Alright. And he doesn't really have anything for you right now, unfortunately. But he
Okay,
says
we'll
he
go
will
back.
let you know. He will let you know through the usual means. If something comes up. But
Oh god.
when you guys get back to your house, there's somebody waiting for you there.
Frugar.
It's not Brugar.
Really quick,
Philippe.
Regards
What
I'll
if-
remember.
Gorg becomes
It's
an
a
oracle.
guy looks like this.
That-
So there's a guy like waiting at
Reading
the front
guy
door,
in full
basically. He's. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh
Does
boy.
he have his weapon out, or is it put away?
No, he looks like he's just waiting for you,
Okay.
and he's just sitting there. He doesn't have any weapons out or anything. He stands up when he sees you approach,
Mhm.
and he kind of waves. He says, "Hey," he says, like, "Good day."
Greetings.
Yeah, he seems nice enough. What's up?
He tells you, he says, "My name is Hugo Kane."
Hugo Kane.
Nice to
And,
meet you. I'm Trissa Caldwell, and I, shake his hand.
Yeah, he
Vigorously
shakes
up and
his
down.
hand. So go ahead, everyone. Go ahead and roll a perception.
I thought for sure you were gonna say roll initiative. I was like,
Roll
what?
initiative. No. Well, this could be. I could be making you roll perception to see if you guys get to act in surprise
for
round.
a surprise round.
Okay, hold on.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
I don't have the Roll20 sheets updated
Bhutan.
yet, so I have to type it.
Oh yay! I rolled a 2.
And Adiana would know if he's
Let's see, that's Savant.
evil because she has detect evil unless he
I haven't
Okay.
increased my skills yet for Gorg, but I'll just roll.
Most of you, except for Magical Fantasia, notice that he has a holy symbol of Nethys.
Gorg will probably know who
Yeah,
that is. Savath has no idea.
Yeah, well, I mean, Nethys is common enough that I figure it's the type of knowledge check that people can make untrained.
She was
you
on
can
an
make it on a
island
10.
by herself for a very long time. She don't know.
Sure, maybe Savath is like doesn't know what the holy symbol is. But anyway, he tells you that. So he says, "Well, the reason I'm here is that I heard you had an encounter with somebody that I've been tracking, whose movements I've been trying to track. One
You're also after Darkstar
Oddvolden.
Meteor Smasher?
No, I'm afraid not. But I'm looking for. I've been tracking Oddvolden Tamer.
Oh, yeah, Darkstar
And,
Meteor Smasher.
Yes, I've never heard this name before. But I heard from Athos that you encountered him.
Indeed.
Yep.
Can you tell me more about this encounter?
Well,
So there we were,
he
walking
was-
on
Do we trust
water,
this
like
person?
Jesus himself.
He was out in
I
the
do.
ocean
Do you?
somewhere. And he
that's
made
what
it
Roll a
Savath
sense
is
motive if you
asking
want.
before she starts going, but I think she's talking anyways.
You can roll a sense motive if you want.
Yeah,
I
I
trust
guess
him.
I'll
He
do
said
that.
good day to us.
Oh Jesus!
No bad guy.
Well, I'm
I
being
would say
vague
good
enough.
Do
day.
you tell
because-
everybody everything all the time? If they just ask you a question, you just
No.
No.
Are you
I'm a
are you
gatekeeper,
right now Magical Fantasia or Trissa right now?
Oh yeah,
Trissa.
that too. Oh,
I'm Trissa right
He
now.
said
I'm not sure how
Trissa,
much I
at
noticed.
least. Okay.
Maybe Gorg notices things. I'm still working on.
Yeah, you're not sure what to think, Savath.
I
It
guess
seems
I
kind
can
of
also
sketchy.
Sense motive.
The
Sense
second
motive
one's
is
Gorik.
interesting.
Gorik thinks that he seems to have no ill intentions towards you.
Oh, okay. Then he's fine. He doesn't care about
He's
people
completely
business.
trustworthy.
Yeah, people business be people
Yeah,
business.
he's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. This is fine.
And there was a pit in the water, and there was a guy who was there doing something with some sort of stuff, who seemed to not like this one guy who passed away, unfortunately, named Ambrose. And as soon as I went to introduce myself, he disappeared and tried to drown us. And he said his name was Darkstar Meteor Smasher.
He says, I see. Did you discover anything about why he was there?
It may or may not have something to do with this, and she pulls out her tuning fork.
A plane shifting fork.
Oh, you know
Did
what it is.
you get this from him?
No,
No.
we made it at the place where we found him. We went back when we could breathe water.
Mm.
She puts her tuning fork back.
I have to assume that he must have it as well. Do you know where that tuning fork goes to?
Nope.
Well, hopefully it isn't what he was looking for.
You said you know Athos?
Yes, I do know Athos.
He told us what did he tell us, Raziel?
About the tuning fork or about what?
Yeah. Ariana, what did he say? It was not harmful.
Oh, he said it was, yeah, it was a
Demi-plane
breathable
connected
atmosphere.
to the ethereal plane, or was it the astral plane? I can't remember.
Adiana would probably remember that it was the astral plane.
And that yeah, there wasn't anything funky going on with the magics or the energies, so it wasn't inherently harmful to us. That's all we know about this place.
But you haven't been there then.
Nope, not yet. We're waiting for our most powerful bodyguard to get back. He's on a boat ride. I don't know. I don't know why dwarves like riding boats so much as opposed to taking the teleportation.
He sighs, says, "Well, how long will that be? I'm worried about what Oddvolden might find there."
5 more days?
Would you let me make a copy of that tuning fork?
I guess. Where would we go to do that? Can I use this? I pull out the magical device that attunes tuning forks to a place.
He looks at it and nods and says, "Yes, we can make one with this. But I need to get a blank tuning fork. I did not come prepared for this."
Okay.
Yeah, he says, "Wait for me," and he goes and he leaves.
Okay. I go unlock the door and I prepare myself some tea and biscuits.
Okay. And anybody else do anything? in the meantime?
No. Not specifically.
Yeah, don't think so.
Okay, well, he comes back about an hour later. Knocks on the door. Rings the doorbell. Whatever you guys have.
I answer.
And he holds up a untuned tuning fork and says, I found it. I got one.
Well, I don't know if this will work, but I have my tuning fork, I have the other tuning fork, and I have the device. And I'm gonna use it.
Okay. He says, well, I would offer to do it too, but alright, and he lets you do it.
She wants to learn.
And, yeah, he knows how to use the device. He's used something like that before. And he says, thank you. I'm worried, if, like I said, about what Oddvalden might find there. Hopefully it's nothing.
Why are you pursuing this guy anyway?
Well, he's trying to do something very dangerous. I believe that he is trying to attempt what Nethes accomplished himself many, many years ago.
What's that?
He's trying to become a god by the same methods as Nethes, and well, the world was younger back when he did it.
Wait, you could just become a god?
Well, there's other ways to do it as well.
Far
more
Stop him, Adiana.
starts
far more
pondering.
commonly attempted is going to attempt the Starstone in Absalom. This test of the Starstone that was placed there by Aerodin. But Nethes accomplished it in another way. Nethes unlocked knowledge of all that has happened. He was able to witness everything that happens on all planes at all times.
That's pretty impressive.
Sort of. Him having the ultimate knowledge that it gave him was what granted him his divinity.
Well, good for him, I guess.
Well, the more you know.
With Nethes, he has managed to keep a balance where one half of him wants to destroy the world, the other half wants to save it. But I'm worried that if somebody else were to were willing to undergo the same process and were able to replicate it, we might not be so lucky. Oddvalden is just the sort of character I do not want anywhere near this sort of thing.
You know what? I know just the person for this job. To help you.
Well, you've been very helpful already. I wouldn't worry about it.
Uh-oh. Wait,
I'll say
all
attacks him.
knowledgeable? Is it Philippe?
No.
Oh.
It's magical
Oh, my-
Fantasia, of course.
Macros randomly stopped working and
Gross.
then just started working.
Anyway, I shan't keep you any longer. I must go investigate this plane.
Let me go call my friend. She's the hero of justice around town.
No, that won't be necessary.
Oh, dear.
I insist.
And he begins to he gets up to leave. Don't worry about it. I'll handle it all from here. As I said, you've been very helpful. And he leaves. He ignores your pleas to let him to wait.
Well,
Lol.
he's probably gonna get himself killed without us.
You say that to
I
him?
don't know. I don't know why you think that. He seems like a very competent cleric of Nethies. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Hmm.
I just wanted the free plane shift, but
See, you had guys had all the power there. You just let him like have it. I'm kind of surprised, but I don't know. I mean, guys had all the power
I mean,
there, and you just
why
like,
stop
yeah,
him?
sure, here you go.
Human things, and I trusted him. You know.
No, I mean, you guys could have just been like, sure, we'll like you could have even just not.
I don't know. If he wants to
Could've been
do
like-
it, it's
Yeah,
his
I
own
mean, it's
business.
fine.
That's no risk
It's
to
fine.
us.
Yeah, exactly.
well, I'm not very smart, and I realized I made an oopsie, so now I need to go clean up my oopsie.
So he leaves, presumably to go plane shift.
We got his name right.
You sure did. His name was Hugo Kane.
I'm gonna go ask around where Hugo Kane's staying from my network. And I'm gonna get ready to try and force myself to go with him if he's still in town when I can find him next as Magical Fantasia, or to gather the
That's one of
party
Magical
to...
Fantasia's secret powers.
Okay.
Superpowers is forcing yourself onto people.
You have like a role you can make for gathering that information or something through your network, right?
I mean, I have diplomacy, but they're automatically... I do it much faster, and...
Right. You don't have to spend like the hour or whatever to do it. Or the whatever,
I rolled
1d4
real
hours or whatever it is. Okay. So, that's actually that is a really good roll. So, what you get is that you are there, like your contacts are pretty sure he hasn't been staying here, that he appeared in town just today, and that he hasn't actually checked in at any inns.
Has he disappeared from town?
He seems to have. You're not able to find anybody that knows where he is right this moment.
Okay. Well, I think we gotta go after him. So I gather up the dudes, and I write a note to Brugar, and I leave him the tuning fork for if he needs to come
If he needs to
join
make
us.
another scroll. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to make another scroll.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
And I guess I'm gonna use the scroll? Or do I just want to have my other guy, have Zerdurium's character Raziel use the scroll? I think I got it divine.
It doesn't matter.
I think you got a divine copy of it that Raziel has to use anyway, because it was cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, I can use magic device.
You can UMD it, I guess, yeah.
I think it's just easier to have Raziel make the caster level
Sure,
check.
I'll do it.
So I can't remember. He might have to make a caster level check to do it, I think, because I don't think he has access to level 4 spells yet. Or do you now?
I do.
Level
Yep.
5
You do.
spells.
Oh, it's level
I don't
5
He
for
has
spells.
to make
five.
a
So yeah.
caster level check, but it's
Okay,
not
so he does need to do a caster
remarkably
level
hard.
check. It's a really easy caster level check. It's
It's like +2.
Okay. I don't know how to do
Think
this.
now.
So let's see.
You roll your
Caster
level.
Is it on my spell?
You make a caster check, DC equal to the
You just roll
caster's,
your hit
the
dice.
scroll's
Here,
caster
Found it.
level. Plus
Might
one.
not
Did I
be
do
enough.
it?
It might be.
No, it is because there's no. It's you just have to meet the DC is equal to the scroll's caster level plus 1. So
Oh,
that's it.
well, yeah.
It's a really easy check. I think the DC like it's a caster level 9 or something like that probably.
I think it's
For,
like
like,
a
the low-
caster level, what, 14?
Maybe
for
11?
him, so he needs to make a 15.
We
Yeah,
did
it doesn't matter. He made it either way.
Yay.
Okay.
So we whoop boop 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 boop
Uh-huh.
boop.
What was that?
So let's see here.
Blue's Clues.
That's what.
Whiz Pops, is that you?
Oh, is that what that was supposed to be?
I've never watched
Do do
that
do
show.
do do do.
Oh my god.
I'm too old.
I need to like rebind some of these. Okay, Burger's not
That
there.
was one of those television shows that I deemed was always too young for me. I was a very
Always.
condescending kid. Yeah, just like Sesame Street. It was always too young for me.
Like all
Too young.
I cared about was
That's funny.
DuckTales and Rescue Rangers, and it was Back to the Horses after that. You know. So. We would race home off of the school bus just so we would get to the TV in time to watch DuckTales. No joke. The good times, the good times. I have a scar on my knee from
Oh, why
tripping
did
once because I was in a hurry.
Why did I put 2 Savoths there?
Oh,
Alright,
no,
so when you...
spots.
What in tarnation?
WTF?
Yay!
Choose Voth.
It's mirror image, it's fine.
Alright. So... You gather everyone together, and you're like, we're plane shifting there now. I'm assuming everyone's fine to go along with that?
Yeah.
Am I missing anybody here? Yeah, I am. Okay. And you plane shift. So where you appear, you appear to be on a large stone or tile platform that seems to be floating slowly across a landscape. Stretching out, you see one side it kind of stretches out into this ocean, and it's going along a coast. Nobody seems to recognize. None of you recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest feature is that there is a very large bird with flames. Basically, can only be described as a phoenix of some
Is it
sort.
a dragon? Okay.
It is a phoenix. With kind of, it looks a little different than. I'm just gonna put you guys onto a map here. I prepared for this. All right.
It's an owl phoenix.
It's an owl
Oh, my.
phoenix.
Well,
And
wait, it's a magic card.
It is definitely a magic card, yeah. It's
I forget the name, but I know the card. Yeah.
when you guys appear there, it does that owl kind of head turn thing,
Oh, okay.
and he says, "Oh my, more visitors." And he kind of
What?
does this head bobbing thing, and it kind of like moves towards you a little bit. Says, "I can't believe I'm so lucky."
Have you had visitors recently?
Oh yes, you're the The second people. I mean, there was a guy that just showed up just not too long ago, and then about 2 weeks ago there was another. They didn't stick around very long.
Oh,
I'm kind of sad.
truly are lucky.
Why didn't they stick around?
I've been here for a very long time.
Why are you still here?
They said they didn't care about what I'm guarding.
What are you guarding?
It was a great weapon
Oh.
used to fight a terrible evil.
You said it was. Is it gone?
No, it's still here. I wouldn't be. I'm still guarding it.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh.
I'm the
Well,
guardian of the great weapon.
Are also not here for the great weapon.
Oh, he seems sad.
Although, do you want to fight?
What? No, I'm not supposed to fight. I'm just supposed to guide you.
Oh.
There are many tests for the great weapon.
I like great weapons.
I mean, I can't just let anybody take it, but yes, there's a great
But
weapon
somebody
here.
can take it.
But
I mean,
yes, the first who came here, he said that he was looking for something else. He didn't care about weapons. He didn't like it. I was disappointed. And the second guy, I think he was looking for the first guy. And he didn't care about the weapon either.
yeah, funnily enough, we're also looking for the first guy. And maybe the second guy too.
Well,
That being said, how much time do you think it'll take to try and obtain this great weapon? If we are worthy.
I don't know. Nobody's done the trial. Nobody's ever completed the trials. That's why they're still there. I'm not sure
Fair
how long
enough.
it'll take. But yes, it was a great weapon created by the champion. The champion of nature.
What champion?
It was the champion
dragon?
of the gods. The great gods Kirkonis, Gosre, and Aristil. They channeled
created this
together
weapon.
to create this great weapon. And it was used to fight the rough beast. And when it was no
Do I know
longer
what that
needed,
is?
it was sealed here. You can roll knowledge religion. Anybody can make it untrained. It's pretty low DC.
Well, I can
I'd probably,
try. I'm not sure I'm going
well,
to be
maybe I
able to
don't.
make the 10.
I make the 10.
I make the 10!
I think most of you would know that the rough beast refers to Rovagug, who is said to be imprisoned within Galarian and it tried to basically wants to destroy reality and actually killed many gods, but they all kind of banded together like
Oh yeah, he's in
long
that
time
great
ago.
pit in the center of the fucking ginormous.
Correct,
area.
and there's a lot of like the really powerful evil monsters you encounter, like really high CR stuff, like the Tarask is like a spawn of Rovagug.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I'm definitely interested in a
lesser Tarrasque.
weapon like that, but how do I know if I'm worthy?
Well,
You complete the
well, the
test,
first-
you dumbass.
yeah, it's a test.
Adiana
The first
says.
test is you must tell me what you want to do with this great weapon, for it is a noble weapon that would only serve a noble cause.
I wish to destroy Deklausar, the evil spawn from Kirkonis's remains.
He tilts his head, does that owl thing, tilts it all the way upside down. Says,
oh
that
dear.
seems very noble. Kirkonis himself helped create this weapon.
And I follow Gazre, and he guides me in my journey to what I believe my purpose is to defeat Deklausar. And I show him my
And
holy symbol of Gazre.
The Phoenix moves over to the side, and you see that he was standing over a opening with like kind of stairs leading down. He says, "Yes, you may attempt the great trials."
What if I fail? Do I die, or is it okay?
Some trials indeed are very deadly. But if you complete them, if you are true of ability and heart and worthy of the weapon, then I am sure you will be perfectly safe.
Oh shit! Out of character, I'm not sure what to do, man. I'm torn. Because on one hand, it'd be cool to get a cool weapon, but on the other hand, it's like I don't want this to be necessarily a Raziel goes off to try and get some great weapon and then is never seen again kind of thing.
Trissa steps forward and is like, okay, let's go.
Yes,
And
you may go.
Can they come with me?
He thinks about it. He says, the tenets of Aristil say that you must rely on the strength of your community. Are these your trusted community members?
Yes, they are my closest friends and companions.
Then they may go.
Come on.
Notice I say closest, not they are close.
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay, I mean, I want to go.
I
You
fly
guys
on
in?
up here and I look down into the opening.
Okay. Yeah, it just... there's basically stairs kind of spiral around the edges of it. And they go down a little ways.
I feel like running
it goes...
past this might be like running to the Demi-Lich also.
I don't think so. I think
And
this
when
is
you-
a little bit more linear.
When you see
We at
the
least
at the
had
end of it,
somebody
you
to
can't...
talk to.
Yeah, and you guys talk to him. You didn't just be like, we
Well,
ignore
we had
him.
people last time. We just ignored them.
Yeah.
The
We
people
killed this
were
one.
not
No.
in front of the door that we had
They
to
were
go
okay. To be
through.
fair, the people were like spooky ghost children in another dimension. So I was thinking they were like evil or something.
No, they... You don't know what they were. You didn't investigate.
I know.
They might
I
have...
was assuming.
They might have actually been, like, actual kids that were just playing
Could have
kickball
been,
in a demi-plane, for all you know.
because that's normal.
They might have been spooky ghost kids. Either way, you probably should have talked to them.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, we go down the stairs to the trials of.
Okay.
There were
if
no
you guys
crumbs leading us to the children aside from their description.
That's true. I'm assuming...
You need to
I'll
lay
say-
gold coins on the ground.
Adiana will ask Mr. Phoenix Owl if
Wait, did he say what his
There's-
name is?
no.
Okay.
No, but
if
sorry,
you
there's
could ask him.
she'll ask him what his name is after introducing herself. And because she is slightly wiser and slightly more intelligent than Trissa, she'll ask if there is any hints that he can give us pertaining to the trials.
Oh, yes, many hints. I will follow you and give you hints. This is my task.
Perfect.
Also, to not let any that do not have worthy goals. But I have judged your cause to be a worthy cause. But, yes, you may call me Fier.
Fear.
Fier. Okay.
Fier.
Like, I'm afraid. Fier.
And Adiana introduces Trissa as her minion.
Alright.
Oh dear.
And yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
I'll
go down the
introduce
stairs.
myself.
He will follow you. He'll fly down the little hole there. You go eventually. You get down to the bottom of it, and you're kind of inside. Like it kind of seems like you're in like as weird as it sounds, an extra dimensional place inside an extra dimensional place, but because you look in, you kind of see you seem like you're in like a vast structure, but it didn't seem like the platform you guys were standing on went down this deep. At least it didn't feel like it was. And at the bottom there is a opening that leads in there, and you can kind of feel like a weird breeze, like you feel the wind. And there's standing at the like just outside of it, like at the front of it, basically right in the center of it, like so you can go to either, like you have to go around it to either left or right of this opening, is a statue of Gosray.
Oh.
Ooh.
And so you get there.
Ask Godfrey for a blessing before we
Okay.
proceed in. Kneel and say,
And
I hope that this is the path you want for me. It seems to line up perfectly. So I have to believe this is right.
Oh, jeez. Did they finally put health bars not above tokens?
yeah, they're in the token now. It's nice.
Finally? Like, Jesus, how long did that take?
Hour and a half into session, realizes health bars are different.
I just finished.
Yeah.
Gorig is now
I know.
special. You don't know how special. But he's special.
As special as
I don't
the
know how
dragon.
special.
So, Fier comes in, behind you. He just flies down through the little shaft there, and kind of lands at the foot of this thing. And you can kind of see, theoretically, you could maybe go over. Like it looks like there's an opening as well above the top of this. Like there's this kind of a cavernous thing, but he tells you. He says you must go through the maze. Trust in Gosray to guide you.
Okay. I get behind
Okay.
Raziel, and I push
He
him
kind of
forward.
bobs his head a little bit after he says that, watching to see what you'll do.
Oh dear. So I'm a little confused. So we went down in the hole and we're at a maze, or like what do I see?
Yeah. You can use this space over here to map it if you like.
I see. Okay, so this is the map here.
Yeah, we're just using this.
So we have a statue, and we have go above it.
And the
go
statue
to
is
the
where
left, or go
exactly?
to the
I
right
will
of it.
I will
Like right
start
in
you
front of
off
me?
here. So the statue is like, this is an opening right here. See? And there's like a statue kind
Yep.
of like right in front of it right here. Oops, I drew that too big. There's like a statue like right in front of it of Gosray.
Okay, so that's what we see. Opening, we see statue, and I'll take a closer look at the Gosray statue to see if there's anything I notice about it that might be a hint as to how to traverse the maze. Like if there's a map or something drawn on it, or something like that.
Okay. You notice, as a follower of Gosray, the main thing you notice about this, you know that Gosray kind of has two forms, right? There's like the male and the female form, the wind and the and the water form, the ocean and the wind, so forth. So you can tell this is the wind form.
Okay.
This is his male. This is the male wind form. So he looks like a weathered old man with a long white beard. And he has kind of like, instead of legs, he kind of has like this cloudy, wispy appearance on there, as much as you can with like a marble statue.
Yeah, it looks like he's like a cloud, standing
Yeah.
on a nimbus cloud.
Yeah, like he doesn't have legs or feet that you can see. It kind of his lower body just becomes wispy and cloud-like.
Okay.
And
So
he looks like
how high are the walls in this, or like do they go to the ceiling, or what is the
they do not go to the
main
ceiling.
situation? Like
Theoretically-
could I theoretically fly and just see how to go?
You think that you probably could, but you suspect that maybe that wouldn't be what you would like. You get the feeling you're not supposed to do that.
Okay.
And maybe as you think about that, you look over and see that the phoenix is sitting there, bobbing his head around and looking at you. Says, "That's great test. I look forward to seeing what you do."
No pressure.
I have high hopes for you.
I take out my pointer finger, I lick it, and I try and feel the direction the breeze is going.
The breeze feels like it's going into the doorway.
Wait, there's a breeze? I didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, obviously we just follow the wind then. So we go in and go forward until we get to a place where we have a decision.
I think we have to map this ourselves.
Well, yeah, I need to know where it's. going.
Maybe. So is that what you guys are gonna do? You guys are just gonna follow the direction that the wind's blowing? Like you're gonna.
I mean, unless
So,
it
like-
blatantly blows into a dead end, but it makes sense that wind going
No,
through a
that's-
maze would go towards the
You don't even have
exit.
to map it then, because that's actually all that's all it is. It's basically just a riddle. You do that, and you get to you walk in here, and you get here, and there's a 4-way intersection, but the wind feels like it's blowing one direction, to the left. So you follow that, and it gets to another 4-way intersection, but the wind feels like it's going to the right now. And you do this. You just follow the wind, and eventually you come out to the other side, and it opens up again. You're in another opening, and there's another stairway, and you guys get there, and you see the phoenix is while you guys are going there, the phoenix flies over you and gets to the other side, and is waiting for you when you guys get through the maze.
Huh.
And he says, "Well done! You have solved the trial of the wind."
Well, he did, really. I'm starting to get the feeling this is his test.
Well, Trissa solved it, actually.
Oh, Trissa did. Oh, well, I don't know. I'm not paying
Yeah.
attention. Sabath is just
Yeah.
I think
Trissa
I think
gave
you
me
just
the idea,
missed-
and then I just led the
Yeah,
way.
yeah. I think you just missed that when I described it and said that you could feel a breeze when you got down here. I think you just
I
missed
didn't
that
hear the
over the other
breeze part,
details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably would have realized pretty quickly once I mentioned it again.
Comprehending the statue and what I was going to say to Gosray to
Yep.
prepare myself for this trial. But yeah, no, I need to listen to all the details. 'Cause it's
I
really-
was pretty sure as soon as it was Gosray, it was going to be interpreting nature to figure out the path. And as soon
Okay,
as you're
smarty
like,
pants.
it's wind Gosray, I'm like, okay, I know where this is going, and I gave Zerdurium a couple of minutes to try
Yeah.
to figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. That you held your finger out. That was the hint I needed. The obvious.
So,
Give me
yep,
the
like I said,
answer
there's
hint.
another staircase leading further down.
Go down the stairs.
Yep. Down we go. Ever deeper they delved. Is that it? We get to the heart of the mountain.
So you get down there, and this one, instead of coming into what appears to be a structure like the last one, this one opens you kind of open up into this area, and you step out of it, and when you step out, it looks like you have emerged from a tower, and you're in an open field. And in this open field, it kind of like there's kind of mountains on all sides, but there it's just a field and it's filled with horses, just horses everywhere. And
what do I know of?
the Phoenix Lance.
Who is
There
it?
also is another statue there this time.
Oh, okay.
This
Where was
one,
the statue.
this one does not look immediately obvious, and it takes you maybe a second to figure out. Oh, that's because you don't see this statue very often. You realize this is a statue
It's
of Kirkanis. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
And I
sort
feel
of
like
similar. Sort of similar to
do I know about the
Aristel
artifact?
at first glance. I think you saw it before it got
I
destroyed.
think I saw it when we were coming back at some point. Yeah. Okay.
I can't. But yeah. It sort of looks similar to Aristil in a way. Like it's kind of got the it's kind of got this bestial kind of look to it. Like he's got kind of these antlers and but it's got like a more like he's got like a more like older appearance than Aristil. Like he's got like a walking stick in this depiction of him, and he's got like little like he's holding a lantern, but he's also got like little smaller lanterns like kind of hanging from the antlers.
Oh, okay.
And Fier lands, and he says the next test, you must speak with the animals.
Oh.
You must find the key. It is among Kirkanis' friends, the creatures of the wild that through their working with people, you've made humanity stronger, and animals stronger too.
Well, there's an off chance that these guys are intelligent. And Adiana has true speech.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just horses. Kind of. They're kind of all mostly clustered together.
So I guess I'll have Adiana go up and try and speak with the animals. If they're
Okay.
intelligent, she can just talk to them. If they're not, then
Nope. They appear to not understand Audiana. Well, actually, go ahead and roll. Let's roll percentage. Okay. Yeah. They do not respond. And when she tries talking to, just look at her blankly. They are horses. They seem to just be mundane horses.
I'm guessing I lose the ability to speak with animals of its kind when I have improved familiar.
I think so.
I can't speak with animals. Speak with dragons.
Same.
Okay, everyone can try rolling a perception.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's always a freebie.
So, the riddle is to try and get out, like escape, or like find the exit.
You must find the key. One of the horses
key,
has it.
okay.
Well, that's consistent.
Yeah.
All right. Gorig notices one of the horses seems like separated. Like the others seem to be seem to like not be like Gorig notices that one of the horses seems to be being avoided by all the other horses.
Well, he'll point that out
Well,
since all of us are staring at them.
Yeah, you guys are all
let's
just looking around at the
go
horses.
over to the one that's all lonely.
Okay. So you guys make your way
canter
through
on
the
over.
horses. Yep. The horses don't really get in your way. They kind of, they don't really,
Canter on their own.
they don't really get out of your way, but they don't stop you either.
Not rolling
And,
versus horse.
Roll initiative. No, not yet.
Soon.
Yeah, you guys get there and you see there's a horse that's taller than the other ones, and it just looks like it's just sitting there like grazing. It doesn't seem to pay any attention to you.
Oh yeah. Savas says,
What do you do?
"Why nobody like you, horse?"
It does seem like it's like it might be you can't really make out like what's different about it. It seems like all the other horses, like it's like a bit of a clearing, and all the other horses are spaced away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And you say, "Why no?"
Try and speak with this one.
Okay.
Well, that's what Savas says in common, but yeah. Why does nobody like you, horse?
Yeah, the horse doesn't respond to that or to Adiana.
Uh-huh. Yeah. As expected.
I cast knock on the horse.
Oh, jeez.
Do I unlock the door, secret door near the horse?
You cast knock and it doesn't. You don't think anything happens.
Oh, I tried.
Does the horse? Can I take a closer look at the horse?
Attempt to approach the
Sure.
horse. Huh?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
just want to take a closer look. Like, does it appear like hurt, or what seems different?
Okay, so what do you exactly? You just looking at it? You walk around it.
Yeah, I'm walking around. I want to see if I notice anything different about it versus the other horses, or especially if it seems like it's hurt in some way.
No, it doesn't seem hurt. So you said you try to approach the horse?
Yeah.
Trista does, yeah.
What do you do?
I suppose I'll try and I don't know. I'll try and touch it gently to see if it like wants me to not do that. Calmly. I think handle animal is trained only, but I'll try and
Oh my God,
one
roll
of
20s.
those to see if I
Roll
fuck up.
20 is hanging on me now. Loading.
Well, 23 on handle animal. Untrained from Trissa.
Okay, you realize that this is not actually a horse at all. When you get up and touch it, you realize it is actually just an illusion of a horse. And standing where the horse normally is supposed to be is another opening.
Oh.
I found
Oh.
it.
So, I'm thinking, man, we're doing well, but where does the dangerous part come into this? Because none of these have really seemed dangerous yet. Maybe if we took a wrong turn in the maze or approached the wrong horse.
It might be
Anyway,
later.
Razzo was just thinking to himself.
Did you ask the owl if there was a dangerous test?
Yes.
Yeah,
he did.
And
He
the
said
owl
there-
said
It said
it
yes.
was dangerous, but if you are
He
true,
said
you
there-
should be fine.
Yeah, he said there's great dangers.
Well,
So, okay, well, down through the passage. Does
Maybe he's
does
like,
the
"Well
owl
done.
say, like, congratulations.
You,
Okay.
yeah, he says you have defeated the trial of Kirkanis.
well, good job, us.
I wonder if my knock actually did anything.
You'll
Uh,
never know.
You don't think it did, but maybe it did. Maybe there was a door there too.
It was a secret door, just it was illusioned, not like, yeah. Alright, down we go. Or in we go, or whatever.
Yep. All right, you make your way down. So this time, when you get down, you end up finding it's sort of like the last scene. It's kind of another field. This one seems like a little smaller, and the fields around, there's a lot more plants this time. Like they're a lot taller. It seems like you're in like a field of wheat. You see, there's also again, there's a statue of Aristil this time, which again looks sort of similar to the Kirkanis one. Is a little bit more. He's got like the stag horns as well, but he doesn't have the same like stag quite. He doesn't have the full stag like appearance. He doesn't have like a stag face the way that the Kirkanis one did. He's got like a more humanoid looking face.
Okay. What does Fayer say? Or does he?
He comes down behind you as well, and he tells you. He says, "You must find the proper herb, the antidote to get through.
Oh.
Beyond this lies a terrible poisonous mist, and you must find the antidote to survive it."
So if the mist is beyond, that means we can't know the properties of the mist to deduce the antidote, which means the answer should be logically solvable by what's in here.
Sure, whatever you said. Savath starts looking for herbs.
Okay.
What do I know about antidote herbs? Not much. Oh, maybe it's my lucky day. I try and see if I recognize any herbs.
You find there's a lot of different herbs here, but you're not 100%. Like you definitely find a lot of different things, but you're not 100% sure what you're looking for. And he does
Since I
say
don't
though,
know
he's
what
like,
the
you may,
poison is.
yeah. Well, he says you may find your way there. You could just
And then-
gather the stuff. You could just gather the stuff and then try to wait until you get there. You kind of get see
Or-
there's like
so- We can go there, check it out, and then come back.
you may
But we don't
go
wanna get
throughout
too
this
close.
entire realm. You will be able to see it.
Okay. So, and this area you said is smaller than the horse field, so it's not like a massive area. but then like in some part of the field there's some poison gas we see or something like that?
Not right
Poison
this
mist?
moment, but you figure maybe you'll be able to see it if you move further.
Okay,
May
well
I
let's go
fly up?
find the poison then.
Okay. So you guys,
Yeah,
you
or
see like
if
there's a
you
little
wanna fly.
path, kind of like there's like a little roadway, kind of like through the wheat that's behind the statue.
Mhm.
So I'm
Okay.
assuming you guys follow that, and the phoenix kind of flies behind you. And yeah, you get to there, and at the edge of it, you see there's a spot where there seems to be some sort of like a muck basically, and you can kind of see visible vapors coming off of it.
Or I'll detect magic on it.
Vapors. Is that what we're looking for?
Will you detect magic on it though?
You do not detect any magic on the vapors, especially. You do detect kind of the ambient magic aura of the demiplane itself, but beyond that, you don't detect anything else.
So looking at the poison mud muck, poison vapor mist, is there a knowledge or something I can roll to know what kind of poison it is?
Knowledge nature, knowledge alchemy would work, or craft alchemy might work as well.
Uh-oh.
You suspect, since it is like you do not take any magic from it, you suspect that if you just casted something like air bubble or something, that might work as well, although you are not sure if that would be an acceptable solution to it for the phoenix. Like, you feel like Fier might get upset if you try doing something like that, but you're not sure. But what Fier says, he says, all you need to do is get through the mist.
Is the mist any kind of specific color, or does it have any particular odor that I recognize? Or, that seems unique?
It's got kind of a yellowish tint to the fumes that you can kind of see vaguely.
Okay, and because sometimes antidotes require a bit of the poison themselves. So are there any plants or anything growing in or around the muck?
No.
Why did Derek post a picture of himself?
What?
Why not?
What was that?
He got
I was
sunburned, it
just
looks like.
wondering why Derek posted a random picture of himself in Discord.
I think he's saying his face is all
I don't know.
sunburned.
Oh, yeah,
That's what it looks like.
I think that's what he's trying to show, that he got sunburnt. He meant to post to Facebook.
Ew, Facebook.
If
So
only
I
we
was on
had
Facebook for the first time
some knowledge of plants.
in like 3 months
Does Savath know
the other
anything?
day, and Facebook is now showing me ads in Japanese. It's like they know I'm going there or something.
Oh, of course I do.
It's like, I haven't even been on here. How do you know I'm going there?
Because on one of your other devices, on one of the other apps that share the knowledge, that's how.
I keep getting like DirecTV ads in Japanese. I'm like, what the fuck?
So yeah, you don't see anything growing in the muck, though.
Okay.
Yellowish tinge. And then Savath doesn't know anything with the 12 knowledge nature.
I think that's untrained.
No, that's trained.
No, she's got it.
Class trained? Oh, okay.
She's not able to identify like what exactly this is, but she
Yes.
thinks it. She thinks that it probably is most likely like she'd know it's probably a chemical. It's chemical in nature, probably.
Mm-hmm. You can get that from anything. It doesn't have to be.
Like it's not. This isn't caused by like a plant or an animal's poison or something that's in there. This seems to be caused by something in the ground.
Out of character, it sounds like sulfur.
What?
Sulfur.
Oh, sulfur? Oh.
Oh.
You're really quiet. Like, what'd you do?
I have a plan,
I didn't do
but I
anything as
don't
far
know
as
if
I
it will
know.
be acceptable.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn you up.
I'm just double checking to make sure my mechanics are sound.
There are multiple ways to get past this.
I ask Fear
Fear.
if I can, instead of finding the antidote to the poison, if I can find another way to pass safely, if that's acceptable.
Well, do you have like air
Yes.
bubble or something?
You may use whatever means.
Something like that.
Yeah, do you have it though?
Do I see where I need to go from standing outside the muck poison mist?
Yeah, you see it about. You see it. It looks like it's like you can kind of make it out like it's pretty far away. You think it's about like 100 yards away, like a football field's length. You can kind of see it.
Okay. So,
Just 300 feet away, like. You could theoretically hold your breath even and get there. But you do have concerns that it might be something that'd be bad,
not be
even
a
just touching your
breathing
skin.
toxin. Okay, I'm going to try this. It's only gonna work for me though, not the rest of the party.
Oh no.
This is not okay, whatever. This is what Raziel does. He's going to use his Weather Domain blessing, level 10 blessing, to cast Wind Barrier, which is basically wind wall on all four sides of his square, as well as, I guess, the top and bottom, too, even. But creates a barrier of fast winds around myself for 1 minute and acts as wind wall on all sides of my square, protects me with Featherfall, and doesn't interfere with ranged attacks.
And it
Does
follows
it have
you?
to be on your square?
Oh,
What's the name of it? Is it just a War Priest
Wind
ability?
Barrier. I think it doesn't actually follow me now that you mention it. It's a blessing from the Weather Domain, the major blessing. I think it
Because
doesn't follow.
You could put it
Let
around.
me check.
You could put it around some squares to make
No,
sure
it has to be
that.
on my square.
Do we have a floating
Oh,
disc?
it has to be on
and then
your
you can
square.
put it,
It
on
has to be
that.
around myself.
Oh, okay.
Floating
Well,
disc.
just carry us one by one through.
It only lasts a minute. I can cast it 9 times a day.
All right.
I think it does follow you.
Let's see what else. Can
Do
we
you?
do?
It does. I mean, create it around yourself for 1 minute.
Or communicate with the
Yeah, but
So,
it also gives you the
that's
Featherfall.
interpreted.
Like it doesn't.
It wouldn't make sense to give me
If it-
Featherfall if I can't move with it.
Exactly.
Just-
So I'm
'Cause
pretty
if
sure.
I'm
it
falling
follows you.
really
down, it would
fast.
stop you. Okay. Okay. So I'll
You're strong, right?
I'll take you guys through like one at a time. So I'll have one person
Here,
like
you
squeezing
don't
with
even
me in
have
my
to
square.
step in the mud. I'll cast Fly on you.
Sure. But basically, as long as Fayer seems okay with it, I will ask for my Gazray wind
Yeah.
blessing, and
Okay,
basically
so
take people through one at a time through the exit.
you give yourself a wind blessing, and you take someone with you. Who do you take?
I'll start with taking Trissa.
Okay.
Haha.
So you're
She's like a
carrying
small girl.
Trissa.
She's easy
You're
to
carrying
carry.
Trissa through the
Yeah.
through.
And also, if we get stuck, I'd rather have Trissa with me, probably. She's smart-ish.
Is she?
I
And
am not.
She has common sense. She has common sense.
Does she?
when you get
She solved the
across,
wind thing.
like you see that the other side, like it has an opening where like the air looks fine, like you don't have the fumes there. And there actually, there's a safe spot you can get through on the other side.
What does your familiar do?
So I'll ferry them through one at a time.
Wait. Yeah, well, this is fine.
I'll
You get
I
the
could
first.
cast
Well,
ant call on myself. Maybe
you get
do
the
it
first
more,
person through, and
But... Oh.
Pierre actually offers. He says, "I will bring the rest of you over."
Oh, wait,
Okay.
can you produce wind?
And he kind
Sure.
of like let the flames on him kind of like die down, and he says, "Climb aboard my back, and I will carry you there to safety." He offers
can we
Savad,
just fly?
Ause, Gorig. Well, yeah, you guys could just fly, I guess.
Okay, we'll just
But yeah,
fly
that's fine.
ourselves.
And maybe Ause,
Wait,
maybe
so
Ause,
we've
and
just flown there? We need to go through the fumes?
No, somebody.
he
you.
comes over there and he says only as long as one of you was able to make it through, the rest were able to fly. You have demonstrated.
Okay.
You have demonstrated what we were looking for. The faith in your God has gotten you there.
Yes.
This is
Yes,
acceptable.
I definitely believe in Gazray and his power to guide me.
And
He gives me
Nice.
my strength.
and he
Good thing you didn't cast that when we were going through the wind tunnel. You wouldn't have been able to feel the wind.
that's true.
Yep.
Out of character, I'll tell you now what the way that maze is designed. If you're not following the wind, it loops around into itself indefinitely.
I see.
You can just wander around in it forever, and the only way to get
That's
out is
kinda
you just have to
dangerous.
follow the wind. Yeah.
I mean, you can't do like the just always follow the right wall kind of thing.
That's correct. If you try doing that, you'll just go in circles.
Okay. Yep. Some mazes are like that if the exit is on like an inner maze that's not connected to any of the outside or something.
Hmm.
It's like that Zelda wind maze or whatever.
Oh, the stupid
Like the
tree
Lost Forest
screen
or
mage.
whatever.
God damn, I hated that thing. You have to like go back the way you came sometimes, and it's a different page, a different screen from where you were, and it's like that stupid house maze. Anyways.
No, my house had many more, like, it had many
I'm
more
kidding, I'm
points
kidding.
of, like, identification for where you were, even if it didn't make logical sense where you were going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this one isn't. This one isn't actually a maze. It's called a maze. It's not really a maze. It's just a riddle.
It's amazing.
Anyway,
So we go
yeah.
down to the next challenge.
and the next challenge you get down there, there's another statue there this time.
Okay.
This one looks obviously is Gazray, but this is the female version of
in the
Gazray.
female
Yeah,
form.
the water version of Gazray. Sitting behind the statue is an endless ocean. What appears to be And you guys seem to be on like a little island. And that's all you see. And Fier comes in. He says, "This is the last of the tests. A great battle awaits you under the ocean. You must wrest the weapon from the last guardian."
Yeah. So
Can we rest first?
yeah.
You may do whatever you want.
Because I need time.
There is no time
to
limit
ask
on this.
Osray to grant me the necessary
Water
powers
breathing.
to breathe underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should have just kept it, but
Wait, we
Yeah.
gotta go swimming again?
anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go fight something underwater.
Oh. With dragon form, can I turn into any kind of dragon that's available to me, or does it have to be of my type?
With the spell?
Well, with the dragon disciple feature.
I think it has to be of your type with Dragon Disciple.
I think the Dragon Disciple one has to be your type. If you're using the spell dragon form, you can pick any dragon, though.
It just says use form of the dragon as a spell-like ability.
I'm pretty sure it's intended to be as your type.
Oh, there we go.
Because your
As the
breath
same
weapon is
bloodline
intended to be
yeah.
just as your type as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Then, yep, no water dragons for me. That was my option.
No, I think we just have to have Zerdarium's character let us breathe underwater, and then we go underwater.
Yep.
You know how hard it is
Hopefully
to
our
cast spells
swimming's
underwater?
not too bad.
It's fine as long as
not
you have
hard
water
if I
breathing.
can breathe underwater.
No,
Yeah, it's hard to cast spells when you can't breathe water.
No, like hand gestures and stuff like that, it's harder to do your hand movements as well.
Don't care.
Okay.
Psychic caster.
Oh, God.
Feels good. Okay, so we rest, and then I, ask Osray to, assuming we aren't, as Mantis would say, molested in our sleep, then
Have you ever been
What?
molested?
You
Prepare.
encounter a wandering monster in the demi-plane. No, Fier would probably wipe it out anyway, right? Be like, you are
Yeah.
not allowed to interfere with the test!
Yeah, we're kind of deep down.
I don't even know how you got here!
No, he's probably actually gonna be like, do you want to do the test? Let me guide you. And then he's like off.
Yeah, like a wandering monster shows up and he's like,
level
yeah,
1 goblin.
are you a worthy? Yes, are you a worthy? Why do you want this weapon?
I don't want to be here anymore.
I don't think that is a worthy reason. He just smashes the goblin.
Oh yeah, goblin
Yeah.
wouldn't have a very good
He
word.
crushes it. Your reason was not worthy.
For sure.
Oh my god. So yeah, I'll ask Osray to grant me his strength and
Yeah.
water breathing. And,
So yeah, he'll if you guys have any questions you want to ask him about as well while he's here, he'll do that. He'll kind of talk with you a little bit anyway on his own. He'd be like, I'm really hoping that you are able to pass this test. I have been here for a very long time,
Where did you come
and I
from?
You
wish
get to
to
leave?
fly. I wish to fly the skies again. He says, well, I was a follower of Karkanis, and I wish to travel again, as followers of Karkanis always want to do.
that would make sense.
Oh, like plane.
We will do our best.
What?
Like to different.
You know, you
planes,
could travel
or do you
with
wanna
us.
Fly the Galarian skies. Any skies in particular? Where'd you come from?
Galarian originally. It has been so long. I am sure the skyline is different now.
Maybe.
I wish to see how the world has changed in my absence.
I'll ask
is
him if he
something
knows
keeping
where
you
this
from
Great
leaving?
Guardian is under the water.
It should come to you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty simple.
Is something actually keeping you from leaving other than your honor?
He has to guard it.
Yes, it is
Other than
it
the
is only
honor?
my honor.
Okay, alright, that's fair. You're an honorable bird.
It is unfortunate. If only. Perhaps if I wasn't here, I could have helped save Kirkonis.
You
But
think
probably
so?
not. No.
Yeah.
Were you like his familiar or something? His best friend?
No, just a humble servant of Kirkonis is all.
Okay. So you believed in him and what he stood for.
Yes.
Savath has no idea what that was.
Yeah. Okay.
Does the Great
passing
Guardian
time.
attack with physical might or with magical prowess, or both?
He is very, very physically imposing. The Guardian.
Okay.
You know what I just realized?
What's
How
that?
do you throw daggers underwater?
Yep. Ranged has
Yeah.
penalties underwater.
That's a good point.
I think you go
I
and
will
use people.
Underwater combat.
I will tell you this much. I at least have thought of that.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, that just means
I know
like
a spell
Clue's
that
like,
I am going to
how can I
cast
screw over
many copies of.
Zerdurium?
No, you can do it. It's just not.
It's probably like
I
a
don't
spell
think
or
you
something
want
I
to
don't
throw
know
them.
about,
I think
but
you
I
want
haven't read
to
through all the spells.
go and stab people.
Stabby,
with
stabby.
them.
Yeah.
I know something that can make melee attacks much easier,
Why don't you?
which is freedom of movement.
Why don't you consider you'll be casting most of the combat instead of that, and maybe consider spells that you're going to use in rounds sequential instead of attacking.
That'd take way too long for me to come up with spells to actually use that aren't combat related,
Okay, well, I mean,
like martial related.
that's fine if you want to come learn the water rules.
I'm basically gonna buff up my stuff and stab him probably, rather than throwing it, or if we can like bait him out onto land. We just gotta aggro him and pull him back, as long as it's not like a fish. Can you tell us anything more about this creature? Is it only a sea dweller, or can it go on land?
He tilts his head a little bit and he says, It can go on land, but I don't think it wants to.
Okay, well, I guess we should go, and I'll ask if everyone's ready.
Not quite yet. When you're about to cast water breathing, I am going to hand you a wand that I want you to use on me after I do this. I am going to cast blood money. How many people in the party do we have? Is Gord coming with?
Well, if possible. Absolutely. Because we don't have Rugar.
Okay, I'm gonna cast blood money 5 times. So I have 5 strength damage, and I'm going to cast Stone Skin 5 times.
Oh, is that necessary? That's gonna make us heavy.
Now I have 5 strength damage. Please lesser restoration my strength back.
Okay, I'll use the wand to lesser restoration cast.
So at least
is that
roll
D4?
2 d4s.
Like that?
Ah,
Did I do
perfect. I good.
good? I'll give you your wand back.
Are we trying to be heavy?
Okay. So we have DR10 slash adamantine for 120 damage.
Are we just gonna sink though?
Yeah, we're also now heavy.
Nope.
That's kind of what I'm asking about.
Wait, does stone skin do that? Does it actually change your weight?
As far
I
as
don't think
I don't
so.
think it's actually in the text.
I don't think it actually does.
Matt had it happen to us in Legacy of Fire.
No, that was a different
isn't
thing.
Matt's
That
game.
was Iron Flesh.
Oh,
Yeah, Iron
that
Flesh,
one
I think, actually does
specifically
that.
says it. Okay, then if it's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we're not gonna sink, sure. I was worried there. I was like, I mean, some of us can't swim very well.
I can't swim very well either. I suppose I can propel myself with telekinetic maneuver.
Silly.
Okay, I have a plan, Pluto, as long as you let me change one of my spells and say, like, I prepared it.
Sure. Yeah,
See,
we're still in the
what can I
prep
do?
stage right now.
I guess I'm gonna false
Okay,
life.
this might not work at all, just warning.
So 1d10 plus.
But it might actually be kind of insane. And I'm gonna prepare it twice, I think, at least. I might prepare it a lot, like as many as I can, actually.
We know we're fighting.
Fayer, can you tell me how deep this water is?
This water has no bottom.
How soon do you think we
God
will
damn it.
find this monster?
Yeah, control water is not going to be useful here.
Yeah, you got me. Shit.
It could. You could make a pocket of water in there.
No, I mean it either
You have to have a way
raises
to
water,
fly,
which
though.
doesn't help, or it lowers water into the ground. But if there's no
No.
ground, it can't go anywhere.
Alright.
Yeah, control water probably
Um,
won't help then.
It could create a whirlpool.
Anyway,
There's an idea.
I push you in and get you to start swimming. 'Cause
Wait,
not
I'm
gonna
still
be
trying to find a
first.
spell to help me.
Fun. Alright.
I'm reading through the cleric.
Pierre
spells,
says,
'cause I don't know
Pierre
what's
says,
available.
this is one that I will not go with. I will wait here.
That's
I await your successful return.
Okay. Yeah, give me like a couple minutes just to finish going through these, see if there's anything that will help me.
Gorig will cast message on all of us.
Seems
I mean,
pretty
you
useful.
can still speak underwater, especially if you can breathe water. You're just going to be higher
Well,
pitched.
right, but we're
because-
in bubbles, and I don't know.
No, we're not.
We're not in bubbles, it's
Wait.
water
Oh,
breathing.
we're just water breathing. Oh, okay, then, yeah, I guess. He's still gonna do it.
That's
fine.
fine.
I think it's useful. Like, we're not close to each other, we can still communicate, right? So.
It's not.
Yeah.
I mean. it's
Side
not-
note, one thing I'll note as well, from you guys interacting with Fier, you notice that when he's talking to you, like, he seems like he's actually speaking a different language, but, you think he's under the effect of a tongue spell, like a permanent tongue spell.
Okay.
It's a minor detail, but anyway, yep. So you guys going then?
Yeah.
swim into the water?
At the R's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
At the
about
Rs?
as ready
What?
as I'm gonna be
And
before the
level
initiative
4
button's
spells.
press.
Oh, okay.
Is
I'm about
the
to pull
water
you another
dark?
map
Is dark
when you guys
vision
are
gonna
ready.
help?
That's fine. You can pull us.
Yep.
When you guys get into there, it seems like dark vision might help because it seems like there is light, but it would be low light. So you either can use the dark vision or a low light for 20% concealment.
Pretty sure I have low
I'll
light
use
vision.
the dark vision on the party. Well, however many of the party. Gorig doesn't need it, and Savath doesn't need it, right?
I say I have low light vision.
No, I don't need it. I have low light vision and blind sense.
If you don't cast it on me, so I don't have the concealment.
Plus, when I
then that
dragon
would be
form, if I
helpful.
do, then I'll have dark vision.
Yeah, I cast it on the humans slash.
The
Wait, do
humans
gnomes need it? Gnomes don't need it.
Gnomes have low light
dark
vision, I think.
right?
Oh,
They have low light
Whatever.
vision.
I'll cast it 3 times. On
probably they do like little cubbies.
this
and
one, and
Is
tree trunks and rocks. and things.
Alce's...
I have low light vision.
What is
Yeah, but
Alce's
do you want 20% concealment?
companion named anyway? I don't even know.
No, I already cast dark vision on him.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's,
well, whatever.
I'm telling Ron. Dark
You guys
vision
are
makes
all
sure you don't
going,
have
right?
to roll the 20% concealment.
Including Gorig and Alce's Eidolon. Alright,
Does silence mean yes?
I assume so. I'm gonna pull you guys to
Sure.
another map then. So you guys are swimming.
Adrian is not coming with.
Oh, Adiana is not.
Yeah.
She
She doesn't do the fighty thing.
Adia's hanging back with fear. That's fine.
Nice one.
Oh damn!
What are you guys doing?
Gorg's a pro.
Swims,
Yeah,
okay.
so we all have water breathing. I'll cast that on everyone.
Yep. For now, you guys can take 10 on the swim checks. It's calm water, so.
All right.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna take
For
10
now.
on the swim
For
check.
now, he says.
as you guys are swimming, you see something approaching you. I think most of you have probably seen this before. This looks like a very, very large earth or water elemental swimming towards you. And everyone can roll initiative because it looks like it's going to attack you. I think you guys have seen water elementals before.
Savath may
Maybe
have.
not
We
one
did
this
in
big.
Man's Game.
You guys have probably all seen at least small ones because they're very commonly like
So,
summoned.
if
and
we're
things.
swimming, can I be mounted and my mount be swimming?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't click my guy, but I got a 20.
Ron's, your microphone's been crackling all night.
Yeah, it's been weird.
Like it.
Do I need to
It's
add
plugged in or
anyone
something,
to
I
the
don't
turn
know.
tracker here?
Oh, no,
Or are
I
you guys
got.
off characters?
Me.
I'll
Figured.
back
do
on
it.
mine.
Okay.
I'm taking the first roll as I usually do, my 20, but... Hey, I have over 100 HP
lagging,
now.
Apparently. Or roll 20 is.
Just roll 20 things.
Okay, so I think I rolled. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I
where
see
the turn
Savath
tracker is.
initiative and Gorg initiative.
Where is the turn tracker?
I don't see you on the turn tracker.
Where is the turn tracker? I'm just gonna reload. Just gonna close character sheets, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Be right back.
Okay, but seriously, where is the turn tracker? Because I don't see it.
Unsure.
Um, There, it popped up. Yay! As a turn tracker. Okay. I didn't want to keep spamming if it wasn't working, so. Did that add her? Yes, it did. Okay, so what was my original initiative with her? 14. And he was... Oh, he was the 1404. Wait. Okay.
So this is, like, distinguishable from the water, obviously.
Why
It's
is
its
it...
own separate thing.
Right.
Alright, I'm back. Everyone on the turn tracker?
Just
Yeah.
1 second, I'm editing. Don't do anything. Going to ruin it!
Alright.
Okay.
I'm not
Done.
doing anything.
Dun dun dun. I hate it, like, when you
Alright.
edit it and somebody, like, does something, it just, like, takes
Yeah.
away from you.
Says F you.
Yeah, it's like,
Yep.
why?
Alright, Razel, you see a water elemental swimming towards you. It's your turn.
Do I know what is good against water elemental?
Knowledge planes.
Or knowledge profession monster hunter?
I'll tell
That's
you that it
the
is
kind of creature I would fight.
Yeah, I'll tell you that it's stronger in water than it is on land. And it can dispel fire.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I have a plan, but I don't know if it's a good plan.
Okay.
Boy.
Are you gonna share the plan, or are you just gonna...
I don't know what to do. I wish I didn't go first.
You can delay.
You can delay and see
So,
what
anytime you
it
want
does.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, okay, I'll delay. Well, it's gonna go though.
So? I mean, well, I mean, yeah, you'll be flat-footed.
Go
if-
tank it.
Wait, will he be flat-footed if he delays, even though he acted first? Kind of,
No.
sort of? No.
No, he won't be flat-footed.
Sweet, yeah, so you got that going for you.
I'm gonna swim behind them because I don't know why I'm in the front. I'm the squishy.
What?
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, stop! Go tank it!
What?
You need to roll
No,
a swim
I'm
check
not
if you don't have a
tanky.
swim speed.
I'm offended by that statement.
Roll a swim check.
Do you not have a spell
have-
to cast?
Okay,
pretty good
you're
strength.
fine. Your swim is pretty good.
Yeah, I have
You're
a
good.
lot of strength, and my armor is mithril, so it's not too bad. I will cast what's that spell? Divine Favor on myself. Just call that good enough.
This guy needs
Let's
to
see.
like get into melee.
How far
to
did you
do
move there,
anything,
though?
And he's
'Cause you can only move a
running.
quarter of your speed.
Yeah, you
Yeah, you can only move a
there's
quarter
of
like
your
a
speed.
Square. So like 2 squares.
If you don't have a
Well-
swim speed, you can move basically, yeah, a square with a single move.
One square.
Yeah, per move, actually.
Yeah, 7.5 is a quarter, right?
Oh my
Of
god.
30, I think.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
pretty much what it is.
Pluto.
So if you double move, you can move 15 feet.
I should have given myself a swim speed. God damn it.
I mean, there's spells that do that. You guys do
I know,
where you're
I
going.
saw
You
it.
have
I
that.
just
I don't have
didn't.
that.
Yeah.
I don't have that
I just
option.
didn't prepare it because I was being rushed.
You rushed yourself.
I'll go with that. Alright, whatever. I cast Divine Favor on myself, and
Okay.
I swim 5 feet to, not be standing out alone in the
That's
front
fine.
as one of the squishiest people.
I'll be more than happy to be in front.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm in front. He's got choices, but hey.
It's my turn.
Got lots of choices.
Divine Favor will last a while, I think.
He can go up to us and then just whirlpool us.
Hey!
Yeah, but I don't know how deep we
You aren't psychic for nothing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's whirlpool time. This is the greatest.
Oh no.
That looks pretty
This
good.
is how the party
Raziel
dies, man.
gets an attack opportunity.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
I'm assuming, yeah, tripping or something won't do anything, because it's, yeah. Okay. So I only get one attack, so I have to uncheck that. I'm not 2-weapon fighting, so uncheck that. I'm not throwing, I'm stabbing. So uncheck deadly aim, point blank shot. I need to switch to melee. Hang on, I'm almost there.
Oh, I should consider what I'm
How do I
gonna do.
change this to melee? Here, attack
Well,
type.
actually, I don't think you do get an attack
Melee.
opportunity. It says the whirlwind form does not provoke attacks opportunity.
Yeah.
So, never
Okay,
mind.
I
He just turns into a
don't-
whirlwind
Oh,
and just goes in here.
I think we get a
Um,
save.
There's a save, yeah.
So, yep, it is a reflex save.
Does this happen to
Alright.
be mind affecting?
I'm afraid it is not directly mind affecting.
That's what
29.
I thought. I was just double checking.
Nice try.
Oh
Alright,
shit.
Raziel makes the save.
Alright, I'm not sure if these numbers are accurate. I think
That's a
they're-
2. Please save me.
I,
So, I don't think I don't
feel
know
like
if
we're
anybody
gonna
else is even
party
gonna make
wipe,
it.
But
Well, that
I've
would
been
be a
wrong
good
before.
opportunity for me to just leave the campaign.
oh.
true.
Oh, dang.
Well, I mean, those are good saves, so for some of you.
Clearly I ruined
Um,
it.
So it looks like Gorig, Savoth, and Raziel all make their saves. Magical, Fantasia, and Alcé do not.
So because I'm kind of in the
Okie
center of it,
dokie,
does that
bring
mean
on
I
the
kind of get
damages.
ejected out somewhere, or am I don't know. How is that working?
Technically, your
shunted
3 size
somewhere.
category is smaller than him, so you can actually be in his square
Oh, okay.
because you're small, right?
So I'm at the bottom of the whirlpool.
Yeah, you'll want to probably move out of there, but
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see. The damage you take is 21 damage for being in the whirlpool,
Well-
but it's physical damage. So you take 11 or 10 less than that. You only take 11, and some of your
Yep.
DR gets busted because this is physical damage.
Sorry,
From
I
the
was doing character
force.
sheet stuff. You said 11 damage.
11 and 10
then
off of
minus
your and 10 off of
10
your
for
stone
the
skin.
armor. The DR.
Yeah.
So
Keep track
1
of how much
damage.
the stonekins, because it
But
only can prevent
didn't
120
you make your
damage.
save?
Done
You don't
10.
take the damage anyways, or
Oh, you don't take damage though. It's only the only ones who take damage.
Oh.
The only ones who take damage are Magical Fantasia
Nice.
and Alcé, and I guess Alcé's Eidolon that he's riding.
I'll say Eidolon.
Does the
does
Eidolon
not
get
have
its-
stone skin?
Oh, I guess so.
Rough. So Eidolon takes 21 damage. Yeah, that wouldn't make the save anyway.
So those who saved negates or half?
Just negates.
Okay, so we negate everything.
What kind of damage did you say it is?
Physical.
Bludgeoning.
Actually, that's for just the damage. There's actually another. So the people that failed it get to make another save to avoid being picked up by the whirlpool.
Ah, yeah.
Okay,
fun.
please no pickup. Nope.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
well, if
you guys
my-
get picked up too.
Oh.
Eidolon dies, whatever.
Yep. All three of you are caught in the whirlpool, in the vortex.
You're spinning around in circles.
You're spinning around. It's now Savath's turn.
You
Oh,
spin
boy.
me right round, baby, right round.
Kill
Okay.
it!
And
Well,
since all the water is swirling around as well, even with dark vision, he still gets concealment. Because of all the bubbles and water and whatnot swirling around.
okay, so he has some sort of concealment.
Yeah, 20% within 5 feet. Full concealment if he's further than that. Because you can't see where he's at within the... You just see the whirlpool. You don't see where he's at within the whirlpool. Like, not specifically. You can't... It's hard to pinpoint him.
Okay. Gosh. I mean, I thought this was gonna happen, but I didn't think it was gonna happen. I don't know. I didn't process it happening, is what... I kind of just stopped there. I was like, yeah, these things happen. Okay, anyways. Well...
Keep in mind, if you hang out in the area, you risk getting caught in it.
Yeah, that's
Further,
my
so.
concern, though, is because, like, we're technically in water, so I still have to, like, swim, right?
You have to make a swim check.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I don't have a swim speed, so I don't get very far, right?
It's also going to be harder to make the check now, because the water is no longer calm.
You can just try and sink.
Yeah, if your gear weighs enough, I think you can do that. Just let yourself sink.
If I haste myself, do I gain the 30 move speed?
Yes.
Obviously cut
Yes.
through the... Okay.
Your swim speed will go up if you do that.
Alright, I think that's what's gonna happen, is I'm going to cast first. I don't know if it provokes or not. So, she's gonna cast without concentrating, and I guess we're gonna find out.
I don't know if he actually can. Let me double check if he can actually take attack opportunities while in whirlwind form.
I don't know. I think he's kind of busy, but if he can, I'm like, shit, but,
I don't think he takes an attack opportunity here. That's what I'm gonna rule.
Alright, so I cast haste on everybody.
Okay.
And then
Everybody has
haste.
That makes your-
10 feet.
away. Well, not away, but just in
You'll have to make a
different
swim check still.
position. Yeah.
More like a wave.
She actually is, like, trained to swim. A little bit.
Okay.
Gorg's better, somehow. I don't know.
We'll see. The swim check's a lot harder than it was before.
Yeah.
Okay, you make it.
Okay, so, what is...
You can move to 15 feet
15?
right now, I think, because your move speed's 60 now, right? So you can move 15 feet with a single move action.
I'm still
Alright.
in this whirl, though. Well, okay, that's fine.
No, you're not. It's only in his square. You're out of it now.
No, well, at the bottom of it, I guess. But it cones
Yeah, no,
upward
you're out
and
of his-
expands. Okay.
Expands up to his size.
Okay, so that's what I do. And then Gorg is... He's not in it. So now that he's hasted, he's going to...
Yeah, I guess if he moves, depending on how he moves, how he's set up right now, like it's above you, but you're at the level you guys are at. It's his width.
Right, yeah.
It goes out to like this far above him, but
Yeah, so I'll make sure I don't go near that. area.
Yep.
And Gorg's gonna kind of do the same thing now that he has that, but he's gonna full withdraw. No, he's not gonna full withdraw.
Okay, he needs to make a swim check though.
He's gonna try to move. With one move action.
Okay, he's good.
I don't know how he's so good. I did put ranks in there, but it's mostly his strength and other things.
Yeah, it's probably a class skill too.
Yeah. And then he is going to actually tell a joke. And you guys can all, like, hear him. He's going to tell a joke about, like, fighting underwater creatures or something. I don't know. It's gonna be funny. And it's gonna inspire you guys, as you guys are gonna get Inspire Courage +1.
Oh, he is a bard!
He is a bard. Inspire Courage +1. It's +1 to attacks and damage, I think, right? And like.
And fear. I don't.
Saves against fear.
But yeah.
I think that's probably not going to come up, but
No.
yeah. +1 to damage and attacks, pretty good. Okay. I would say you are trapped in the whirlpool right now. You cannot move, but you can still attack. You can take a reflex save to try to escape if you would like. And if you make it, then you can move. If you make a swim check as well. So you want to... The reflex save.
If I stay in it, do I take damage or anything?
You might take damage by staying in it. You get reflex saves. It's all reflex saves.
If I fail to save, is that my turn?
No. If you fail to save, you get to continue your turn as normal. So it's just free. At least that's how I'm reading it, and I'm just gonna go with that.
Okay, sure.
Okay, you're still stuck in it, so yep, you'll take penalties to your attack rolls, and you have to make a concentration check if you want to cast any spells.
Is this like extremely violent motion?
In the whirlwind.
It just says DC 15 plus spell level to cast a spell while in a whirlpool.
So
it's
violent
just
motion.
a set DC.
Oh yeah, it's based on his.
I guess that might line up with that,
controllability,
but yeah, I mean that makes sense. So.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, you can still act as normal. You just can't move.
Okay. All right. What's the penalty?
-4 to Dex and -2 to attack rolls. Which those can potentially stack if you're a Dex-based character.
I don't know.
If you have only 4 Dex, you can be paralyzed by the whirlpool. I guess.
Okay, you said -4 Dex and -2 attack. Is that what you said?
Yeah, -4 to Dex and -2 to attack, as long as you're caught in the whirlwind.
You're gonna let me go negative there? There we go. No?
It's not often a water elemental gets to play on their terrain. Well, in a Pathfinder game, that is. While they're home, it's all the time, but...
I mean, if you're running into one most of the time you're running into them here.
Well, it's like in Reign of Winter, they're like, here's a small one in a fountain, and, like, nobody's gonna get in the fountain, and it's not deep enough to, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright.
But I mean, at least
Come on.
at least doesn't take its penalties.
That's true.
Alright, there we go.
You actually get bonuses. The
reach,
Water
conditions,
Master
mounted.
gives it a bonus.
Actually doesn't matter for me. Whatever, I'll just attack. So, since can't charge, I just doing a full round attack.
Okay.
And you're hasted and inspired.
That's
Oh.
true. Haste will give you an extra attack.
Oh, okay. Inspired's +1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. +1 to attack,
And
attack
damage.
rolls and damage rolls.
Yeah.
All right. 2 of those hit.
All right. Hero Lab takes up so much freaking space on my screen.
You can resize the window.
Yeah. But then it
I don't
cuts
know
off
if it's-
text.
Yeah, and then you gotta like do scrolling shit.
Alright.
Yeah, I have my Hero Lab
You need
window
a
just
big
takes up my
monitor,
whole
like
second
secret.
monitor.
I do
Like what
have big monitor, but I don't want to use it.
Except
Yeah,
my second
ultra
monitor is
wide.
is literally like 20 years old and is a like a 4:3 resolution. It's a square monitor.
Oh dear.
All right, you hit him twice. It looks like he has some DR, but so you don't do full damage on him, but it looks like you still hurt him.
It's a +2 Holy Cold Iron.
Okay.
That's not going to matter.
Okay.
None of those matter. This has flat DR that nothing can
Okay.
get through. Except for Smite Evil, if it was evil, but it's not even evil, so actually that wouldn't work either. Smite Neutral would work, maybe. Yeah.
Can you
I
I
guess
don't
say
my
think that
neutral.
exists.
Yeah, for people whose hearts are filled with neutrality.
You're too neutral for the world. Get out!
It's too neutral for the world, like the neutral people from Futurama.
So
If I don't
I
get
think
out of
I
this
can cast
alive,
the 6th
tell my
level
wife
spell
hello.
without needing to roll the concentration check, if that's correct, right?
That's very possible, yeah.
Well,
aren't
I
you
will
so
attempt
special?
my reflex save, unless there's something else. It looks like Alcé has done his turn.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's done with his turn.
I think I failed.
You failed it. Do you have to make
but I am
is your
going-
concentration at a +10 to the difficulty unless you take a move action? I think that's how that works. I guess you can just do that if you're only going to cast a spell.
It might, but I'm
I
going
remember
to
how
do this
psychic
as,
spellcasting
I'm going
works.
to take a move action.
I'm just going off of how I remember
because
psychic spellcasting working from my played
I
Mesmerist
am
that one
going
time.
to attempt to pretty much put an end to this whirlpool by chaining it with chains of light.
Okay. I like it.
So give me a reflex save, DC 24.
Nat 20.
There's a possibility.
It makes a
A
save.
1 in 20 chance.
Oh, okay.
35.
That did not succeed. Well,
Ooh.
I'm stuck here for the moment.
Can we one-shot it?
Alright, Raziel, it's your
can
turn.
you?
Probably not, but maybe. I have haste on. So you said reflex save is the beginning of turn, right? So I need to roll that.
Reflex, well, you're not stuck in the whirlpool, so you don't even have to make it.
That's
Not
true.
yet.
Okay.
If you
then I
stay
wanna
in the
move
whirlpool,
out.
you might on its turn.
I want to move out like here.
Okay, make a
Oh, but I
swim
can't
check.
full round then. Okay, I'll stay here and full round him. Screw that.
Okay,
I'm full rounding this
Very-
fool.
very brave.
So I'm 2-weapon fighting again. I'm going to, as a swift
You're
action,
using a
activate
piercing weapon.
sacred armor. It can be piercing.
Oh,
or
I forgot to
slashing.
ask,
It's a dagger.
Oh, Alcé's is a lance. His is piercing as well.
Is
so you're
piercing good?
Yes, piercing is like the only weapon type that actually works properly underwater.
Okay, so I'll be stabbing it.
Everything else does half damage, basically. It's rough.
Okay, so I activate Sacred Weapon, Sacred Armor for swift action using the use of Fervor. Where's Fervor at? Not equipment, abilities. Just gotta count things. So that's 1 round of Sacred Weapon, 1 use of Fervor. It's like freaking counting simulator.
Yeah,
And
Math
it's 1
Finder.
minute of
It's Math Finder.
Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to full round it with haste by melee attacking it, and actually, besides not getting like my feats and stuff, my melee attacks are almost as strong as my ranged. So, second attack, haste attack, melee. Second attack, haste attack, melee. Okay, Bhutan time. Did I one-shot it?
Let's see. Has elemental
some of those
traits,
didn't hit,
which
and it
means
has DR,
yeah, it has DR,
which
it's
is really
immune
good
to
against.
criticals.
And I can't. I took that thing that lets me do the DR on just after all the damage is added up, but that only works on ranged attacks, clustered shots.
Mhm.
So it's like, dang it, I can't
Mhm.
do range attacks here. But
Did you put your Inspire Competence bonus from Gorg?
I did not. Is that
Okay, so-
that's competence? So yeah, that's sorry, I didn't put that on there.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do it.
Oh, I didn't hit the haste button either.
Oh, Inspire
I just
Courage,
rolled the
right.
attacks.
You have
Sorry,
haste
I also
in
didn't
there.
have the haste.
The haste buff.
Do I?
Okay.
Oh.
No, I don't have the buff
Yeah,
to attack.
You shouldn't have 2 haste attacks too. You only get 1 additional haste attack, not 1
That's
per
also
arm.
correct.
Oh,
That's also
oops.
correct. So I'll just ignore the
Sorry,
second one.
I forgot. I had that there before because I was haste attacking with my mithril dagger when something was weak to mithril. That's what it was. So I just saw like, ooh, I need to copy this for my melee version of the attack. Okay, so I don't
think you
one-shot. There's no
one-shot
way.
it. But you do a lot of damage to him. It looks like all those attacks hit.
Yeah, because it would be +1 from competence and +1 from haste.
Okay, it's
I
still up though.
am super proud of all the work I put into doing buffs and stuff on this character. Because it's all just built into the sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, super
Alright.
nice.
On its turn, it is going to continue to whirlwind. So, first save that Trissa Alce, whatever Alce's familiar's name is, I still don't remember it. I'm sorry. And Raziel need to make it as well. This is for to avoid the damage.
Good thing reflex is my good save.
All right, you make it.
It's actually not my weakest save, but it worked.
Yeah, you're rolling well.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like.
I mean, all your saves are pretty good on that character. It looks like.
I was gonna say because I have a cloak resistance 3, I think,
Mhm.
and then I've strong will and fort. It's like 8/4/8.
Yeah, normally
I just got
reflexes are
one to
bad
all
for
my
War Priest, I
saves at this
think, but
level.
you have good dex as well, which makes it better than it
Yep,
normally would
gotcha. A 3 dex mod. I have a
Mhm.
3 mod in
be. Is
Frickin'
Ron there? I need a
fort,
reflex
and
save.
will.
I think he put it in chat.
Ron said
His
BRB. His reflex save is +9.
Oh, okay.
I got him. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, he didn't make it anyway, so.
That didn't make it 23?
23 did not make it.
I
No.
don't think so. This is a strong water
Okay.
elemental, and we're fighting in
Yeah.
its territory.
Yeah.
Well, I
No, the
don't-
DC
I feel like I
is
gave it my
pretty
best
high.
shot. Like a 14's pretty good.
So this you guys are gonna take some damage.
How hurt does it look?
I put a yellow dot on it. That tells you anything.
Yeah, we can't see that.
Yeah, it's under Ause's familiar,
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do here.
Alright. So
I take 9 damage.
Trissa, Ause, and Ause's familiar take some damage. I don't know what Ause's
I still have
familiar is
100
actually at.
points of stone skin left. I'm glad I did this.
Oh wait, what about that concealment?
Rekindling Phoenix.
Oh, what
I
is
That is
found
the
it.
card. Yep. Standard.
I got the Twitch
Previously
Prime
a
loot
standard
on
power cast.
MTG. But I was like, oh, while I'm in here, I'll find. Yeah, you get a free deck from Twitch Prime, man. Twitch Prime.
I don't have Twitch Prime,
Oh.
so that doesn't
There's
do me
a
any
chance that Zerdurian missed some stuff.
Yeah,
He didn't
like
roll
there's
his
still
20%
concealment.
concealment.
Right? Like that's the whole reason why
Oh,
I
yeah.
moved, or else I wouldn't have.
No,
moved.
you gave
I
me
would've
dark
just
vision.
Started attacking.
No,
Right?
no, it's
Yeah,
more
but
the
in
because of the
this-
whirlwind.
Yeah, he's spinning in
So, yeah,
I
circles.
go-
thought
let's
it
see,
didn't
it's-
affect me if I was not like in the I was
Save
not
his
affected
life.
by
Come
because I made
on,
the
I want to
save.
do something too in the combat.
So I have to roll. So I have to roll the concealment even if I made the save.
Yep.
Yeah.
20% concealment
Okay.
because of the actual whirlwind, the vortex. So let's see some concealment. roll.
So I miss on a 1.
If
Okay.
you're rolling a
You're rolling like
D5,
D5s. Looks like you're good. Yeah, all your stuff hits.
I mean, it's just for continuity's sake. You know, we can't go back and change it now.
Yeah, it worked out.
But
Everyone
I'm
was
proud of
happy.
myself. I'm rolling very well today. I'm doing very well.
So Voth, it's your turn. Just
Uh,
sitting there and vortexing on people.
Yeah. See, they don't have the greatest action economy. Because it's like, I want to do these things, but it requires rounds to do them.
Don't forget to make a swim check as well.
Well, the water elemental's giving you lots of rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds.
Oh, I guess
Not at
technically I
all.
should have had Zidori do a swim check even if you weren't going to move, because if you fail it, you could take a penalty, but you're fine though. I think even if you failed
stop
it, you would have still
Doing
hit.
water combat is too complicated.
I think you would have
Oh, yeah.
even if
It's too
Even if you
complicated.
failed. check.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna worry about it.
I've
I already missed my
pretty good
chance.
swim.
I think Savas' inner dragon is gonna come out, and because she's a white skilled dragon, that just so happens to give her a swim speed.
White dragons get swim speeds?
Apparently, yeah.
That's a little racist, I think.
Hey, whoa.
Oh yeah, they do get swim speeds. That's neat.
Yeah, that's neat. So she's gonna, her instincts are gonna kick in. However, it acts like Form of the Dragon per spell, which means that it's a standard action to do.
Aw, okay. Well, you turn into a dragon, and now you have a swim speed, so you don't have to roll swim checks anymore.
Right, that. And I'm not sure if I probably get bigger because of the age.
Which form of the dragon is it?
It's gonna be.
I think it's
young.
one, so you become medium.
You become a young dragon? Okay, you're medium, so you take up the same amount of squares at least.
Okay.
But you are a larger
yeah.
size now.
All right. And then I'm gonna, I guess, just prepare to start attacking it next round.
Okay.
Gorig's joke lingers for 2 rounds.
Okay.
Y'all thought it was funny. Or didn't.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. You're inspired by it either way. Gorig can't breath him or anything, but he can go up and attack him. So he's gonna try to... Yeah, he's got like a superb swim speed. So he's not speed, but
But check.
yeah. Did it?
Yeah, he
roll?
makes it.
There we go. Okay.
It did.
All right, he's gonna move up here and full round. Well, he can't 5-foot step, so he can't full round. So he's gonna vital strike, I guess. As well as
Okay.
We don't have power attack, so we're
That's
just gonna
spicy.
vital. And we're gonna
As
do
Matt would say.
a.
Wait, do water elementals have vitals though? Does that even
I
work?
think our bite is the best. Plus, the bite has piercing.
No, they're immune to crits.
Okay.
I think. Maybe they're
Well,
not.
I don't know how vital strike works, but it sounds like something
They're
that
immune
they'd
to
be immune
sneak
to.
attack and flanking.
And crit.
They are immune to crits.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another feat that lets me do crits on things that are immune to crits. I was
Okay,
gonna
that
take
hits.
that too, but I didn't take that. That's next level.
Oh, that's not with my... Oh, it is. Yes, it's with my bonuses.
Okay.
Actually, I think elementals might not be immune to crits.
Yeah, it looks like you didn't
Yeah, they
do that
are.
much damage to it. Yeah, it's part of a.
Are
It's
they?
part of elemental traits.
Really?
All
I'm pretty
elementals
sure
are
they
immune to
are.
crits.
Okay.
Because they don't have any like body parts to critical hit.
Let's see. I was just looking at it.
But there is a feat
Right, they don't
that
have
lets
vital.
you have a 25% crit chance
Yep.
against
Not
water, or
subject
against
to critical
elementals.
hits or flanking. Does not take additional
Oh, yeah,
damage
yeah,
for
yeah, I see
precision-based
it.
attacks such as sneak attacks.
Does not eat, sleep, breathe.
Yep.
It has no organs.
It
so
looks
there's
like
nothing
even
you
if
can
it had
do.
succeeded its reflex save, I wouldn't have been able to chain it anyway.
It's immune to paralysis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorg's just a young...
Didn't know
jokester,
that. Waste
Trying
of
to
turn.
make everybody happy.
Yeah. I mean, nobody has rolled a knowledge planes, so.
I don't...
Well, try something else.
Hey,
How
I
about-
know that it's stronger in water than not.
That's right. You
Savoth-
rolled it on and
Savoth's
know that.
got you guys. If
Alright, is Ron back
you guys
yet?
don't take it down first,
Yeah.
that is.
Okay, it's your turn. I didn't.
I tried, Ron.
Your mount took 19 damage. I didn't see your health tracked on the token, so I don't know where.
It took another 19 damage.
You only took 9, and you took some damage to your stone skin. But yeah, 19 damage.
Well, if it was. I think Edion has 1 HP now.
Oh jeez. Okay. I think if it dies, you can resummon it, right?
Yeah,
That's
I
how
can
that works?
resummon it later.
Yeah. Okay, well it's still
I
up
have
for now.
to do some ritual.
Yeah.
It's still up for this turn.
Alright.
You guys can
Is-
both make
is
reflex saves to
Chops's
try to get
last-
out.
Stand going to be to use self-destruct.
That's not good enough to get out.
Yeah. Alright.
Rough. All right.
Stabby stab time then.
Embrace the
Um,
whirlpool.
Our attack within reach. Alright, just making sure I got all my stuff checked. Oh, hey. Hey there.
That's not. You didn't put the
No.
Rolling
D in the right
20,
spot.
not D20.
Yeah, but
Oh, they won't notice.
There we go.
Shh.
There we go.
Oof. All right, those all miss. That's rough.
They're a little bit different than your other numbers, just a tad.
Just a little bit. All right. Well, I guess that's your turn. Unfortunately. Magical Fantasia.
Well, let's try going after a different save. Let's Mind
Okay.
Thrust 3 it. Will save DC 21.
Will save DC 21.
Let me ask you this question. How is rolling 20d plus 16 equal to 20?
20D,
It makes it save.
it couldn't calculate it because the D's
24.
after the 20.
Wait, I'm
Just
sorry.
did it
I
roll
didn't want to
20.
do 3. I
Okay.
wanted to do 4, but it still makes it save.
Oh, no.
So it's
Okay.
going to take half of this damage.
Okay.
The D's before it.
If this is mind affecting, so I think these
Whoa.
have minds.
12 dice, yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So it takes 27 damages.
It's a lot of dice.
27
I'm gonna
damages,
try
and this
to
is like untyped psychic damage or whatever, so it doesn't
Yeah.
care about DR.
Mm.
Okay,
I think I'm.
you
still
do some
stuck.
damage. Oh, did I put this on the wrong token? I think I did this on the wrong token. Let me give you that back. Okay.
Ooh.
It is still up. But you hurt it pretty badly.
Not for long.
Mm.
Did you want to make a reflex? Oh, you did. Unfortunately, that is not quite good enough.
Yeah. I'm glad I have this stone skin. Foresight.
That was
Raziel, it's your
pretty
turn.
Clutch, yeah.
Okay. Leave it 2.
Aw, thanks, Ron. Let's see. I'm going to swift action cast Weapon of Awe on myself for
Aww.
fervor use. Yeah. Which is a +2 sacred bonus on damage. Cool.
Seems good.
So hit the bouton. I want to finish him off. And abilities, fervor use.
Fier is
Oh.
believing in you right now.
7 out of 9. And I will full round it because it's better to full round it than just attack once. That's why. And I'll roll concealment afterwards. This time I have haste taken into account. I do not have a buff for the +1
That's fine.
dealio. So.
I will remember
yeah.
it.
Wait, Inspire Courage is +1? This says Inspire Courage is +3.
Well,
Because you had Inspire Courage +3 from a higher level bard a while back.
this is
Okay.
a lower level.
This is
Got
just a
it.
level 2
Okay.
bard.
And I took off my haste attack, so this should all be good. So we'll add 1 from Inspire Courage.
Okay.
And then I need to roll concealment on some
4
of those
hits,
at
but
least.
go ahead and roll concealment. Yep. 4 concealment
Fail on
rolls.
1.
Okay, you hit
Dang,
it 3
last
times.
1. So that would be
You only failed. I failed on the last one,
haste.
which was
attack, I would say. The last attack that would go would be the haste attack from the primary weapon.
sure. So I don't know if this guy's down yet. I don't think he is. I think
Pathfinder.
he's still up. Doing the maths.
I never actually said that I wanted to use one of the spells stored in my daggers, but they don't do damage, so whatever. I'll just keep them for now.
Okay, it is still up though.
I feel like
But
we have this
Oh no,
combat
I
pretty
get
much figured out.
whirlwinded more.
Do I have
Alright,
to
it
reflex
whirlwinds you
save
all.
this round?
Yep. Roll another reflex save now that it's its turn.
Oh no,
Oh, yeah.
I take more damages.
Alcei and his familiar need to roll it as well.
Is 24 enough?
Nope. Roll another one, Raziel.
Uh-oh.
Alright, you're
Oh,
caught
no,
in the
you're stuck.
whirlwind.
So what that mean is I can't see shit? Can I attack
No,
still?
you already couldn't. Wow, 28 damage. So that's his Stone Skin will get
Before
affected
DR.
by that. Yeah, that's before DR. I'll say his familiar probably, or Eidolon's probably gone now. From that.
Uh-oh, that's 18 damage. Why you roll so
Alright,
high?
cool. Well, that's only
I'm just, it's
10
this
on
guy
my stone skin, so that's not bad.
It's okay. Secret's got this.
And now it's Savath's turn.
Alright. Well, we're gonna go ahead and rage.
Okay.
And power attack.
Okay.
And
Full round it. You get like 5 attacks that way, I think, right?
That's what I like to hear.
well, according
You
to
get all
this,
the
I
natural
only
attacks that
get-
it has.
Oh,
So your young dragon gets bite, 2 claws, and 2 wings.
yeah, but do I get wing attacks underwater? I guess.
Why not?
I think you do, but they're like bludgeoning, so they're not going to be very effective.
Okay, so let me.
The claw is claw slashing, or is it a bite, or is it slashing / piercing?
I wonder if it's
Claw
slash-
is
I would-
bludgeoning,
yeah.
slashing, and then the bite is all 3 of them because it has. Yeah,
Okay, so
They kind of rip tear. Yeah.
yeah, so only the bite's gonna
only the bite will be
is
that
going to
good.
be like really effective. The other
probably
ones are going to be hampered.
Bite twice for the haste.
Sounds like a good idea.
So let's just get those out of the way.
So which ones are which?
Those are both bite attacks. One's the hasted
Okay,
bite attack. Do both hit,
and then that's 1 concealment.
and then
Okay. Actually, I think those both. Unfortunately, the one that you rolled high on
'Cause-
missed
yeah.
from concealment, and the one that you rolled low on just misses.
yeah, and then so now we got 2 claw attack.
Okay.
Oof,
Chance for critical.
can't crit.
Oh, it's
No,
immune to
not
crits. Don't worry about it.
it.
Yeah, just ignore it.
Ignore him.
Roll concealment still, though.
So 21 hits
21 does not, but
Oh, okay.
36 does.
then? Okay. Well.
So
How about you
So
take
that does hit.
concealment for one of my wing attacks, and I'll roll.
sure,
those
that's
right
for one of your wing attacks. That's fine.
now. And then the other wing.
Okay, that
attack.
hits, and that also hits.
One more. Oh
Let's
man,
see
those,
some. Let's.
those concealments 92, 94, 97. Are you serious?
Yeah, you get-
Out of 100?
All right, so.
You're like a straight A student.
So what did I get? I got a claw, or wait.
You hit with a claw and 2 wing attacks. So just roll your damage like normal. It's gonna be half though
No,
because
the wings don't do that much.
yeah, I think the wings just count as bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, that's what it's. Gorg, isn't it?
Okay, unfortunately, those don't do any damage because
Yeah.
of the fact that they're hampered by the water and it has DR.
I needed the bite to go through.
You needed the bite to hit, yeah. Alright, well, Gorig has a chance still.
Maybe.
Gorig was able to hurt it on his last turn. Not very much, but he did hurt it.
Well, let me turn Vital off. So let's see. He doesn't have any power attack or anything like that.
Vital might be better. It's the only attack he's got that does piercing damage. Anything other than
That's
piercing damage is
true.
going to do half damage.
That's true. You can get more out of it. Okay, let's.
Plus, it's vital he hits.
Claws aren't piercing?
Nope,
No.
they're slashing
They're
slash
apparently
bludgeoning.
slashing.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you get to count it as
Generally, you
whatever's better.
Swipe with claws.
But-
You don't like, move your arm in and out.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Does
I
So it
thought
kinda
it was
makes sense.
piercing, slashing.
Oh shit.
Well,
Dang.
Yeah,
no.
that's daggers, but
that's not going to do any damage.
Yep. It hits, but
those
doesn't
are
do
some
any
low
damage.
numbers.
Alright, Alice, it's your turn.
Well, then I need to buff
I think-
myself more.
I think your Eidolon
Or
isn't
you
there
guys
anymore
will
because
take
it took
care
like
of it.
29 damage, right? But you're still there.
We're stuck in the whirlpool.
We can
Yeah,
take
but you
care
can
of it. We've
attack
got
it
this.
while you're in the whirlpool.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what Alce's been doing.
Yeah.
That's why I asked earlier. I just didn't hear the answer because I wasn't listening when you
So,
first said
I'll
it because
say
I
you
wasn't in the whirlpool.
You gonna try to roll a reflex to get out of the whirlpool?
We should be fine then.
Mm-hmm.
Did Ron go AFK again?
No, I'm here.
I didn't see anything this time. Yeah. Hey?
You make it this time. So that means
oh,
you
no,
can get rid of the penalties.
Edion's dead.
Yeah. But that means you can get rid of the penalties to you don't take the dex or attack penalties anymore. You are no longer in the whirlpool. You can
Awesome.
choose to attack it now if you would like, without those penalties.
Kill
Or you can
him.
move away. If you want to move away, you gotta take a swim check.
4 rounds.
But he does look really
Kill
badly
him.
hurt.
It's kind of funny.
The
It's
whirlpool
actually
is looking more erratic.
not in this.
I guess is
form.
how you can tell.
Okay. Whatever.
But I can swim.
Stop. Alright.
All right. You hit him once, potentially. Roll versus concealment, though. That's not a concealment roll.
Oh.
Needs to be like a D100 or a D5 would work as well. Or even a D10.
Seems good.
Okay, you hit. You're hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. That looks like the same number as when you were in the whirlwind, though. Like, do you remember to take away the -2, or were you not giving it to yourself before?
I put in an attack penalty -2, and I'm turning it off and on, and it's not doing anything.
Okay, I don't know
It
then.
probably wasn't ever there in the first place.
It probably just didn't apply it last time, yeah. Didn't matter because you rolled so low anyway, but...
Oh.
Oh snap! I have uncanny
Did I
dodge
kill him?
now.
Okay, that is enough. That kills him. The water elemental... The whirlpool goes away, and the water elemental does kind of like... It kind of swirls away into nothing, and left behind you see something floating in the water at the center of where the vortex used to be.
Oh.
Does it look like a weapon?
It does. It looks like a dagger.
I'll grab it.
I'll stop raging. And
Okay.
I'll be fatigued for a little bit.
And
Of course it's a
you
dagger.
do. You grab it.
Oh my god. I love homebrews, not yeah.
And
Adventure
with my
Path.
swim speed and Gorg's superior swimming abilities will help people swim.
So I was
back
joking
out.
with my 3-5 GM about like, my like late level, like long-term goal when I get the wealth is to buy a mithril full plate set. It's like, yeah, that's never gonna happen. And then like 2 weeks later, he rolls on his random treasure generator
Treasure generator?
table, and he's like, oh my god.
Nice.
I can't do this, but it's here. Here's a set of mithril full plate.
All right. Assuming you guys swim back up to the
Yeah,
little
we'll
island.
swim up.
Yeah.
I'll tell
Pierre
Fayer,
is
is
standing
this
there.
the weapon? We defeated the...
Indeed. You have found the weapon. You have been successful.
When Savaf comes out of the water, she's clearly a dragon and much bigger than normal. And she kind of stays that way for a while.
Okay.
Minutes per level.
I like
so
your new look,
for
Savaf.
12 minutes.
It works. Thumbs up. Double thumbs up.
Yeah,
you
he
look
tells you.
Pretty awesome.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you what the weapon does. We can say that he explained it in character, but this is a +3, a +3 aquatic or seaborne and cyclonic dagger. So
boy,
that
I
what
never
that
heard of
means, it's +3. If the cyclonic part means that if you throw it, it creates its own little field of wind and is not impaired by wind-based defenses, aka you can throw it through a wind wall.
Oh my god.
Furthermore, the seaborne part of it means that while you are holding it, you can use it underwater as though you had freedom of movement.
So you can throw it underwater.
While underwater. Yeah, you can throw it underwater.
Wait, was I supposed to be taking penalties for attacking underwater?
No, because you had a piercing weapon.
No,
Okay,
but you couldn't throw your stuff. You can throw this dagger.
You can now throw this dagger underwater, although it does take penalties, pretty severe penalties for having to pass through the water still. Normally if you try to throw it,
Okay.
even with freedom of movement on you.
Yeah,
But
you don't wanna be
this,
too
because
far
it
away
has
from it.
since it has a seaborne thing, you can actually throw it with no penalties underwater. Now, the downside of that is it probably won't ricochet back to you, though. So you probably still don't want to do that. But
yeah. And also,
At
I
least-
would lose the freedom of movement part if I'm not holding it, I assume.
yeah, well, actually, with the ricochet, it might still function. I think it probably would still function because the enchantment's tied to the weapon. So if you threw this one, it would. If you try to throw a different weapon, it wouldn't. If that makes sense.
I feel
Okay.
like it might not function if he misses, though.
If there's nothing to ricochet off, yeah. That's
So
a fair
I
point.
probably wouldn't throw it.
You probably
But
need to be
also
careful about
note
throwing
that
it.
The seaborne quality gives me a bonus on swim checks equal to twice the enhancement.
That's
bonus
true,
on the
too.
weapon.
That's true too. So you
Does
get a
that
+6 to swim checks
count?
while holding it.
I'd say, is it just the number enhancement, or does it count like the other effects as?
No, it's just counting the
modifiers.
number
It's
enhancement.
just the number enhancement.
Okay.
Additionally,
+6 swim, which
Speed,
is
you have
pretty
to get
cool.
like fins or something, you know.
Is there more? What more is there?
Yes.
There's more, apparently.
additionally, once a year, you can use it to summon Fier.
Oh,
What?
he looks
How do
like
you
a
spell
fire
fear?
bird.
Hold up a minute. Let me check my notes again. I have this somewhere.
It probably had like a little accent mark on the E or I or something. The I.
It's just spelled like that.
No. Okay. It's like fierce
Fear.
without the C.
Yeah, basically.
Once a year. Damn.
Yep.
That's a long time.
Fier might
Yeah,
be a
well-
really scary beastie of some sort. Is there a knowledge check we can do to identify Fier?
Knowledge Arcana.
Ooh.
This is the one skill I have!
Some of us have it too. Now that he might get to go free because he's no longer guarding, we should at least know what we're setting free. upon
Well, I'll tell him he
belonging.
can come with us. Too,
Yeah,
if
he tells you that. Well, he wants to go explore because he's been here
Fly
for
around, yeah.
thousands and thousands of years. But yeah, he says that I will help you in your great quest that I have deemed worthy. So yeah, you would know that as a phoenix, if he dies, he can be reborn within a short period of time. If somebody like tries to kill him, or if he just dies like naturally, they're basically immortal. If it does get killed twice within a 1-year period, he doesn't revive. But you also know he can cast healing magic as well, as in he can cast the spells Heal, Greater Restoration, Cure Critical Wounds. He can also dispel magic, and can also has some fire spells he can use too.
We found our cleric!
Wow. Fear. I want to make Fear my best friend, but I feel like he wants to go travel the world on his own.
You also know if he
Not with us.
wants to, he can
Once a
create a really
year, we
powerful
can have
magic,
him as a
like
cleric.
like a fire aura. He can let his flames loose, and everything within 20 feet starts to like burn basically. But yeah,
Can he plane shift?
you don't think phoenixes normally can't. They normally
How's he
cannot
gonna
plane
get out
shift.
of here?
Yeah. How
Do you ask him that?
does he plan on leaving?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I asked him, can you
Yeah, he
plane
says I have power over this plane and can leave whenever I want.
Oh, okay.
Can you take us with?
Well, of course.
Sweet.
Well, wait. Don't we want to follow after the people that came here?
They're already gone.
Oh, did they leave?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't get
he
that.
said such.
I thought they like left as in like went somewhere else in this plane, not left as in left like plane shifted away.
Are there others besides us on this plane that came here?
No,
within the
not
past
right now.
year?
Oh
They
wait,
left.
but we haven't heard. Yeah,
I mean, the
they
people-
left.
Okay, they left the plane. Okay.
They came here
That's-
and they were like, "This is not what I'm looking for." So like the first guy, so what he basically told you is Oddvolden came here and was like, "This is not what I'm looking for," and he just like left. He's like, "I don't give a shit about that magic weapon." He was
Dark
looking for a
Sun Meteor's
specific
magic.
plane. And then the other guy followed him as well, but he left. Hugo Kane, he left like right away as well because he's like, yeah, Darkstar Meteor Smasher. Yeah, he's like, Oddvolden Teamar is not here, so I don't have any reason to be here either. So he left right away as well.
I see. Okay.
That's why he was so disappointed. He's like, wow, I've had like all these visitors coming, and all within such a short frame of time. I haven't seen one in thousands of years. But then he was all
Okay.
disappointed because everyone that showed up was like, "Oh, this isn't what I'm looking for." He's like, "What?" Because he just assumed the first people, especially when the first one showed up, he's like, "Oh, you must be here to get the magic weapon. You must be, the chosen one or whatever." But no, they're like, "No, I'm just looking for something else."
I'll definitely tell Fear that I will use this weapon and the power of Gosray to bring justice to Kirkanis' death and take out Declau Sar.
Yeah, and he tells you like, I will aid you when the time comes. Summon me with the dagger."
Okay, I will.
We'd like to go back with you to Galarian. Thank you.
Yep, and he'll do that. He'll plane shift you.
Nice.
And when he does, he takes you back just off the coast of Magnamar.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
He lets you guys
Okay,
ride him
if you
basically. He lets you like, do you need a ride back to land?
Sure.
If you want to, sure.
I mean, assuming that probably some people are flying maybe, but anyone who doesn't fly, yeah, he gives you guys a ride back to.
Yeah, some of us.
people-
just,
so I'm sure it's a bit of a sight. You're like, oh my god, what the hell? This gigantic bird flies over and drops you guys off
Flies
near the
in
bridge.
with magical Fantasia, another story for me to spin.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We have
Followed by
befriended the
dragon.
great phoenix Kaer.
A tale that I'm sure Brugar will be somewhat jealous of.
Yeah.
I think Brugar would hate this bird.
You think so?
That's true.
I
He
really
did-
think so.
He, like,
He didn't
really
like the
annoying or
last
something.
bird.
Yeah.
I really think Brugar would have tried to like.
Sabotage.
Get the bird to fight him.
I
yeah,
love this
he would have
bird.
tried
Yeah,
to fight this bird.
I think this character has been like a lot of fun, but
Fear is awesome. He's just as good as the dragon guy. I can never remember his name.
Patriarch.
Pedriarch. God, that name's so hard. Let me write it down. I'll
It's
write
a very,
down.
very
that name so I
dragony
remember.
name. I'm pretty sure I pulled it
Yeah,
from a
somebody
random
else has
dragon
to
name
take
generator.
notes. I have 7 in.
But I'll tell Fear once we get there that should he ever need my help or our help, that he can contact me through Gazray or something. I don't know. Is that like a legit thing? Do I know if this Phoenix can like actually
I
talk
have
with
this
gods? Like he's a
dagger.
servant of
It-
Kirkanis, right?
tied to you.
Yeah, he's a servant of Kirkanis, but Kirkanis doesn't exist anymore. He's
Or
got
like,
killed.
can he contact me through the dagger? Or is it only
I'm
one
sure
way?
I can
Cast
find you.
message, I'm not sure.
Okay, well,
might be able to-
should you ever need our assistance, we would be most honored to help you in your in whatever you may need.
Just complete your quest, and you will have assisted me enough.
Okay. Well,
Why
until
does
we meet again,
Raziel only have 87 health, and like
you
Trissa has
changed the
110?
page.
You changed the.
Oh, that's
yeah.
why. Okay. I was like, what? Yeah, I feel
I
like you
have
have more health
105.
than that.
I don't know which token you're copying because it keeps losing my HP.
Yeah, it keeps losing my HP too. Like it was right on the other page on the combat.
Yeah. I need to go and like retie
The
everyone's
reason
tokens to
I
like
have
a
so
different
much
one.
health is because I have a big ass con belt on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, my belt of hurling or whatever means I don't get con. I get to
Yeah,
throw
I have a
things
+4
strong.
belt of Constitution because I'm like, I don't want to die as easily to
Yeah.
just damage.
Yep.
I'm gonna get one of these things on my new character.
Cool.
Alright.
I guess
Alright,
this
well,
Mithril dagger gets the
there
sheath for
goes-
now.
The sheep.
There goes your health.
There goes one of the. There goes the plane shift to that plane, but I think that's okay. We still have a plane shift back to the material plane, and we seem to be doing
Yeah.
a lot of plane hopping.
Yeah, you guys still have that for later.
Always useful to be able to get to the material plane.
We sort of lost
In
our
case we have an oh
lead
shit moment.
on Darkstar Meteor Smasher, but maybe we'll run into something
for now.
else.
But we have
This
a new quest,
this
or an old quest.
it kind of pulls you back towards the original quest. And that's like a thing too. Like, so Raziel perhaps feels a little vindicated in a way too, because he was questioning about that. And it
Clearly,
sort of
this was the right
it
path.
sort of did find him the way that Gazray through his through that Algri or whatever that he cast.
Yeah.
The dream.
Like, it kind of told you that it would come to you,
Yeah, I had
and
a
it
dream
did.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
What I cast
Divination.
the D word.
It was divination, I
yeah.
think. Yeah.
Yep.
But
So,
yeah, that's
yeah,
about.
I
I
mean-
think that's about where we're gonna wrap it up there for this session. But
That is exactly what Raziel was hoping for to some eventually happen. Just a sign that and to make progress towards his goal. So like two things: he figured out it's a demi-lich to get revenge for the party, and
Yep.
number two, he figured out that he got a cool new weapon, and that there's this Phoenix guy who will help us in the final fight against Deklausar.
yeah, it seems like I feel like
Which
it's the
is
kind of weapon.
pretty
I don't know
awesome.
if you'll use it all the time because you already have you have the spell storing weapons, the 2 spell storing daggers as well. But there are situations where it'll be like the only one you can use if there's like wind walls, for example.
Yeah, no,
Like
I
the
mean
fact that it
for
can go
sure.
through that.
And the fact
And
that
then, like I said, just the fact that it
works
summons the
through, like,
Phoenix.
water, it works through air. Like,
Yeah, using it in water would work if you're in like an underwater cave. That'd be a place where you'd be able to ricochet it.
plus it's a +3, and my mithril
Mhm.
mithril one's only like a +1. So like
Yep.
I could use the mithril one, expel the spell, and then
switch
to using
over,
this
yeah.
one.
Yeah, actually,
Yep,
I'm gonna
that's
use
true.
that one
Quick
almost
draw.
all the time over the mithril one because it overcomes the same DR.
Does it?
Yeah, it overcomes.
Yeah.
Oh, +3 overcomes mithril.
It overcomes the silver DR. Yeah,
It
anything
overcomes
that's
silver
has
Which is
DR
and
that.
mithril, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I should just use.
But it is
Wait,
heavier. It's made out of normal material.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh no, it's not half
no.
a pound, it's a pound.
Yep.
My adamantine's only +2, so if I get the adamantine to
What a
+3, then
disaster.
it basically goes through anything besides like good or evil,
Besides alignment
Yeah,
based, yeah.
which I can
Or like
actually
that elemental had,
grant
which
it
was
wholly.
probably 10/dash.
Yeah, I mean this
Right,
this
versus
weapon is
any-
really powerful as well. It's effectively a +6 weapon when you look at its combined modifier for the cost and everything.
It effectively lets my character do what he wants to do, even if there are things that are trying to impede me later.
I think it technically
Unless
gets
there's a
through,
monk with catch arrows.
It technically also qualifies as an epic weapon for purposes of overcoming epic DR as well. Technically, that doesn't come up very often. Because it's combined. Yeah, for those ones you actually look at the combined enhancement bonus, and if the combined enhancement bonus is greater than a +5, then it overcomes it. They said
That's
there's
incredible. I didn't even know that was a type of DR.
Yeah, it doesn't come up very often. I think there's only there's a few really high CR things that have those, but
There are. I think the Tarrasque might be one of them.
might be. I don't remember. I could look it up, but
I don't know. I also hope everyone else didn't have too boring of a time. I know this session was like more of my story, and I got the cool weapon because it's yeah.
DR15/epic.
But
So it makes sense that this was used to fight the Rovagug, or Rovagug, the beast guy.
The rough beast.
Yeah, the rough beast. Because there were probably some Tarrasques, and they have DR15/epic, and this would go through that.
Yeah.
Cool. I did not know that. Now I know what
yeah, this is
/epic means. I just was
probably one of the best
interpreting
weapons
it
I've
as /dash.
ever one of the best weapons I've ever had.
The only weapons that we've seen in the campaign that rival it are the God-slaying weapon.
The God slaying, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought at first when you said like it was a super powerful weapon.
Technically,
I wonder if it's a
also
God slaying weapon.
Technically, the version you guys were using of it would not overcome DR Epic though, because it didn't have any features that you knew about besides the +5.
Yep.
Dang.
But
If we
theoretically,
had
if
a
you had
Magus
Away.
use it-
God damn it, Brugar. What happened to the other? Didn't we have other God slaying material?
Yeah,
Amber had
because
some, but nobody else knows about it.
Yeah.
Amber grabbed it without telling
Yeah.
anyone, I think.
And also, no one else knows how to like cast the spells or whatever to make it happen.
Yeah, that's true
Like the only
too.
person who knows
Now-
it's even possible is probably like Philippe and maybe Brugar, maybe Raziel.
If you go find Aradel though, and bring him back to Pedriarch, he said he'll make you one though. So
That's true.
Aradel,
If we can find him.
probably the Lich.
I mean it's a fairly reasonable assumption.
So how do we bring him back?
Because-
You kill the
good
Demi-Lich
question.
and bring the skull back and be like, we brought him back.
Would he be
I thought
satisfied with that?
I thought the Lich leaves the body when it turns into a Demi-Lich. Like, do we have to go
from
to
your-
to
We saw, like, the
Pharasma?
bones. We saw all of his bones.
Maybe if you. So it depends on how you. Like, you're not really 100% sure what Pedriarch wants, right? Like, he just says bring Aradel back. Where does he want you to go from there if you find out that, like, that Aradel became, like, you know, Aradel was a lich that turned into a demi-lich. Like, what do you do then? Is
Can
it
we
even
rescue
possible?
his
Because,
soul from Pharasma?
yeah, if that's even possible, because it could be that his soul was utterly destroyed when the phylactery failed.
Yeah.
You don't actually know for sure because you were only able to find
Yeah.
some pretty rudimentary knowledge. You didn't find like a book written by somebody that was an expert on it.
So I
It's
need to
all
go
like speculation. So you would need to
Find
go
out
to a
more details.
yeah. You need to go find someone who's more of an expert or read it at like a more high end library. Maybe go to the Thoracic Spire. Maybe they'd have it. And go back there.
Guess what?
We had
We're
a
going
great
back
fun
to Camp
there,
Maga
right?
Blood Raider,
for the third
Blood
time,
Ranger and
fourth
Dragon
time.
don't care about library.
Yeah.
I
mean, you
don't
could
care about
also just-
library either.
Yay!
Yeah. Maybe Pedriarch himself would know. You could ask him directly. Maybe he'd be able to tell you.
There you go.
True.
And then we could just bully out of him
I'm
if
sure
he
he'd give me a
doesn't
very straightforward, simple
tell us.
answer.
You can do things like that.
Maybe Fier knows.
True.
I don't know about summoning him or one time. Just
That was actually something I thought about asking if he didn't leave already.
Well, I mean, you could ask it. Oh, I could say you ask him before he leaves.
Yeah, I actually did think of that, but then it like slipped my mind when we were.
Yeah. Well,
Talking about
so what
other
do you
stuff.
ask him exactly?
I want to ask him if he knows anything about demi-liches and like how
Okay,
to
well,
defeat
unfortunately-
them.
He tells you he does not know anything about demi-liches.
Okay.
He just says they are most unnatural.
Yes.
Yeah, they are
You
what
should destroy
killed
one if
some
you
of
ever
my
found
friends. Yeah, we did find one. He killed some, or it killed some
Killed
of
everybody.
our friends, and I want to get revenge. Anyways, yeah, and then we say our farewells and the end.
Most unfortunate.
Anyway, yeah,
no,
he says
Kaer
he
might
says
be my
I'm
new
going
favorite.
I'm going to go
characters.
see the world. Good luck. And he goes and flies away.
And to you as well. Yep. I think I like Fear more than Patriarch because Fear is more sane. And
Yeah, and
like,
he's
just
that's
a good
actually-
guy.
Patriarch endearing.
That
he's
makes him hilarious, but
The Phoenix is actually like a good creature too. Like his alignment is neutral good. He has like DR versus 15/evil, right? So he can only like
Yeah.
he's actually a good character. Whereas Patriarch is not evil, but he's also
Chaotic.
not good either.
yeah. Damn, like when we first saw Fear, I'm like, oh shit, we have a new like big creature to fight. And then also it's like, hello, fellows travelers. And
Yeah.
when you come for
Hello.
the quest, I'm like, oh my god, he's not like a crazy thing we have to fight.
Yeah, no. You probably maybe could have beat him if you did have to fight him, but it would have been rough. He's
Here it is.
Yeah, I mean, well, not
I
being
think
prepared
he's-
to.
yeah, I think he's probably strong enough that there's a good chance he would kill some of you. You probably could have taken him out, but there's a good chance he would have killed some of you.
Yeah, but we would never fight him anyway.
I think
so it's
Savath
fine.
would have been fine, like, honestly. By herself.
Here is one of the things you fought at the end of my campaign.
Is it the Grim Reaper?
No. Well, the Grim Reaper is one of the things you fought. That's what.
Yeah, I ran across that stat block once when I was looking at it, and I was like, "Hey, that looks familiar."
Oh yeah. It had quote unquote negative levels because it didn't really want to kill you guys
Mhm.
because you helped out its previous master.
Yeah. I don't remember fighting this thing.
It's just the stat block. It was
Was it one of the 3 things at for the
yeah,
final
it was
boss?
one of the 3 forms
Okay.
of.
Was this the maiden, the crone,
Yeah, this
or
was the maiden.
This was the maiden version of Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
With the maiden, the
had-
crone, or the mother.
Yeah, I modified the stat block a little bit, but I was like, this looks like a challenging fisticuff thing. They'll have
Yeah,
fun with this.
It's a Tarrasque.
Oh, yeah, scaled down, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a good final battle. That's the time to throw like a battle like that. That's unwinnable or felt unwinnable. I don't know if we got lucky or maybe it was winnable, but it was pretty.
You guys actually brought down this thing.
We brought down this one, yeah.
You brought down this one, but
it used too much of our resources to do it because by the time we did, it was like, okay, the other 2 we can't do anything about them now.
And then the game started falling apart at like you failed a couple of really critical will saves.
Yeah.
And
but it was very
a
very climatic, so yeah, I liked it. Hopefully, I mean, I guess Mandis probably won't be here for the ending of this one, huh? But hopefully it's
probably not.
Hopefully it's a fitting ending for it.
Wait, you mean are you talking like end of campaign or just the end of the storyline?
The end of this campaign as well, because this.
I mean, the campaign has to end at some point.
It does have to end at some point. And it probably would be when you fight Declosar. That would probably be the ending of the campaign.
That feels like the full circle.
Most likely.
When we're like level 15 or 17 or something.
I would think 17, 18, I hope. 15 seems
I don't know, it
quick.
depends on how
tough.
Yeah, you can how tough and how many tools we have to defeat him.
Right, you could end up taking him
if we have the right tools to defeat him and he's let's say he's CR22, or the encounter is like CR22, it's a really fucking tough fight, but
well, we have a big-ass bird. We're gonna have maybe weapons, and then maybe more friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you convince Pedriarch to not only give you a weapon, but say, hey, also come help us kill Declosar. And maybe you can convince him to do that, and
let's just
then you have him as well.
Invite everybody.
Maybe that could be the whole thing you do. Towards the end of the campaign, there might be a big rally up of all your allies,
Yeah, well, yeah. If he catches on, or he has a way to catch on and starts rebuttaling somehow, I don't know.
Yeah, they're also who knows? You might find a way to weaken him somehow as well. So even normally he's a CR24, but it's but you get to hit him with 12 negative levels now, so he's much more manageable.
Yeah.
Right. When we fought at the end of Second Darkness, we fought 2 swarms of drow plus a bunch of things that were probably level 15. And then we fought a level 20 cleric in the final encounter. It was tough, but we had all of the tools to do it, and we had some allies, and I spent 4 rounds negative leveling the CR20 character and succeeding at all of my checks. So they were
Safa still died in that last encounter, that last fight in Second Darkness too.
Yeah. It was sweet. It was a sweet death.
Yeah.
We brought her back.
I exploded.
Yeah, we did.
And then my like non-violent cleric used my only violent spell of the entire campaign because my god was like, this person is not redeemable in any way, shape, or form. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I have never seen that
If you
spell
keep telling me
before.
that.
This shit's crazy.
It was destruction, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
implosion or something? I don't remember. No,
It was
she used
destruction.
implosion.
She used implosion on Safa. I used destruction on her.
Yeah. I remember for me that I got that. I finally got rid of what her Drenwale or whatever fuck her name was. That stupid illusionist that kept harassing us the entire like book by stun locking her with dispel magic. We got level 15 right before that, so I got signature spell or whatever that one that lets you apply a meta magic feat for dispel magic. So I just got to quicken dispel magic every turn, and I had stunning, the thing that let me stun people when I dispelled them. So I just stripped all of her buffs, walked up to her while she was stunned, and just disintegrated her. I think I one-shot her. Like I don't think she took any other damage. Just like boosted up the DC to like 28 or something like that. And she was a wizard, so she didn't have very good a fort save. Very satisfying.
But yeah,
because she was super
it's
annoying.
possible to like. It's less likely
Punch above your CR.
to punch above your CR when you're at like lower levels, but when you're at higher levels, it's easier to punch above your CR because the difference between like level 7 and level 2 is way more pronounced than like level 20 and level 15.
Yeah, the leveling, like the power curve in Pathfinder, is not exponential; it's logarithmic. So it's way more pronounced at lower levels.